Right,
No.
right as Ford is no longer a mod.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
Ford's been killed.
Rip. Hi,
Quick,
everybody.
Dance on their corpse. Oh. Hi.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 33 of The Echoing Isles with Mads, Liari, and Pyrie. And Joe. We love Joe. Hello to Ford and Mr. Burton, of course, and thank you all so kindly for your subscriptions to Anna for 14 months, because that's honestly a lot. Also, great message, butts, beautiful.
I don't remember writing that.
You wrote butts.
Oh my
It's
God.
right there. Oh
You might actually be drunk.
Yeehaw!
shit.
So true past me of 5 minutes ago.
Barton.
Burton Pog.
He went out of the way to hit the tree.
Let's go, you hit a 300 officially.
300.
Oh.
300 in
Whoa.
the channel.
Yo, he's got the big channel gift subs. Welcome back. Okay, so I gotta finish doing this. Hang on. Haha. There. So thank you very, very much to Anna for the 14 months. You're so cool. Thank you. And then Mr. Burton, thank you so much for 27 months. I do like stabbing things. 27 months is crazy. Thank you to Oljibus for 16 months. Aw, shit.
Let's go.
Coffee and tops.
Got a lot of them.
Panda.
Bleach, Panda,
I know, we're getting everybody in here.
Frappathy, Coffee.
This worked for me.
Hello.
Sweet.
Can train.
Oh, we got Scarlet. Scarlet got one. That's awesome. Leech. Yeah, everybody's in here.
Good times.
And then of course, thank you to Shy for subscribing with a little spinny. And then thank you to Burton and Anna for gift subs and being awesome. And yeah, and I appreciate you guys. Also, we got a whole bunch of people in here who can now watch uninterrupted by ads, so that's exciting.
Huge.
Great polls indeed. You gotcha, everybody. Okay, so I think first we'll take care of our item. So let me go ahead and
Small treasure.
it's a list of 200. So we're gonna roll.
Lord. Who's
That's-
I rolled it under
doing
Liari,
the
but
dream story?
126 is.
Whoa, I did a secret roll.
Everybody, give me just a random d20 roll. I want to see who finds this.
She said Mads.
Oh, for the small treasure?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, for the dream thing, right?
Oh, for the dream.
Oh.
Ah,
There's a lot of things that happen. in
Joe.
my-
I know, there was a lot that happened all at once. Okay, Mads for the dream. I see.
Okay.
So Pyrie d20 to see who gets the item, which is Goofy, and I'm interested. Joe gets the item. All right, Joe.
Let's go,
Joe.
Joe.
Joe gets a tiny enchanted jar that holds a little itty bitty tiny gelatinous cube, and it eats anything that you drop into the jar.
That's cute.
I don't know where he got it. That's
Oh,
gonna
no.
come later.
Oh no.
Me and Joe with
Oh, no.
our unusual pets. Let's go.
Does he know that that's what that is? Because I'm scared for him. I'm happy Pyrie didn't get it.
Pyrie has a lot happening too. I want it. We love this. This is great. This is already starting off top tier right now. We're going
Is
hard.
this off of the new list? Did you make the new list?
I am using assorted sets of lists. I'm gonna combine them all into one big 1,000 list, so I never have to do this again. But this one is on a list of magical trinkets, but they're more goofy than useful.
I don't know. This sounds useful and
I-
fun.
You know what? I didn't think a jar of griefs was useful either, and here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Hi, Rice.
Also-
Welcome in.
Or do you want me to use the inspiration for the panties like everyone else, or just in general? Because I'm good for either way.
Oh, now that you're not trying to get pairs, you're trying to keep pairs?
I'm a little nervous. Also, usually people specify when they want me to use it on the panties, which is why I ask.
Oh, that's valid. Yeah. Whatever you
Whatever I
desire.
I'm
Wow,
drunk.
That bow. So for all intents and purposes, our lovely Liari is the equivalent of partially high buzz, low drunk.
No,
It's
but
gonna
I was
be-
thinking about this before I got too tired this weekend, because it makes sense. Because didn't I just spend a couple hours banging that incubus? I feel like it makes sense. I think I'm just.
you're like
method
high
acting.
on incubus.
I think I'm just really locked the fuck in right now.
I love that. That could definitely be the follow up for sure. High on incubus. I think it's up to you what you use that inspiration on, but
Slay.
you know, hey Mads.
Yeah.
So when you went to sleep last time before the derby, what did you, or maybe you like had a little cat nap after in the derby break room? I don't know. What did you dream about?
I feel like Mads, if it was before the derby, probably dreamt of like something like maybe something happening to like their pants, like with the glue, because we were gonna have to glue ourselves and they didn't quite understand what was gonna happen. So I imagine they had like some maybe nightmare about their pants like disappearing or something.
Their pants disappearing.
Yeah, or like getting stuck to the saddle and then like Pyrie takes off and then they just rip off or something.
Oh, this feels like
It's
one of those.
that nightmare
Yeah.
where you're doing something in public and all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
naked and everyone's like
Mhm.
laughing
I
at you.
love that. That's awesome. There's your dream. I hope you enjoyed it, Ford. A beautiful dream it was. I love everybody's hype trains here. They're beautiful.
I love dreams.
Why the little bear? It's like a goblin jam.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is, but it's awesome. All right,
Trade me.
Iffle.
The bear is so cute.
I want the bear.
The Gwitty Goose.
Liari.
Oh yeah, you give him gritty.
Yeah.
Give me the roll.
Mr. DM, I'd like to roll to steal your pennies.
Woo!
Ready to go. Well, it was close. I will hold on to my inspiration for now. I will do a
Okay.
double roll at the end if I still have it.
Held inspiration, aye. So on that note, let's do a recap. We'll do a Joe recap, I think, from Joe's point of view. I think this would be very entertaining. Because Joe knows what the plan is. So, while you guys were at the Derby, Joe was up here providing drinks and standing guard for Tarvalo as his assistant. As the room was filled with very pompous, important individuals, all betting on the race, enjoying extremely high quality pastries and deliciousness on the table, as well as overflowingly stocked liquor cabinets in the back. He would have looked over into the other high tower position, which is the control room, and maybe if you knew what you were looking for, you might see Liari having snuck up through some back doors into a rickety stairwell that is not OSHA certified, and Liari made her way into the control room where there is a sleeping gnome atop a lot of those pastries, as well as an incubus that did not notice her enter. Liari knocked out
Mm-hmm.
the incubus, and then went to snarkily kiss their cheek, was charmed, had a whole thing. I think that's 2 episodes ago, but
It's catching up. It's all the same.
It's all the same, but ended up enjoying conversation with Incubus, who enjoyed Liari's company and their flirtatious behavior, as Liari disabled the magical detection device using the magical lockpick she obtained from Tarvalo. We'll return to Liari in a moment. Mads, on the other hand, was in the jockey room, awaiting getting on the horse, spoke with the jockeys there, specifically a couple, but most importantly, Cedric, who is the hot jockey of the Derby, Harlan Vex's favorite man, and the person the races are rigged for, who is incredibly pompous, asshole, whole bunch of fun adjectives. Mads gave them shit and made their way out later in that time frame to get atop Pyrie, the horse, to do the race. And in the meantime, Pyrie was in the horse's stable, fooled an individual into believing they truly were a horse, and then they were also led out to the track itself. Mads and Pyrie were reunited and rode very, very skillfully, considering that, Mads is not super knowledgeable about jockey behavior, but managed to do it well enough. As you guys made your way through, there was lots of combat on the racetrack, physical confrontations, chicken jockeying. Is my Weem still up there? Hang on, wait.
It is not.
Dang, I think I must have deleted it. Sad day. Eventually, throughout the course of the race, many of the riders fighting amongst themselves and trying to hunt you down a little bit, you ended up smashing the other lead horse, which was Cedric, smashing Cedric and his steed into the side rail of the racetrack. And in Cedric's desperate attempt to climb back into the saddle, Pyrie, who had managed to obtain, through the good graces of chat, a small jar of grease, Hawk 2'd that shit right onto the saddle, making it nearly impossible for Cedric to get back in. Cedric did barely manage to get back on track, but then was run off the track by Pyrie and Mads. Hawk 2'd that shit. Cedric crashed and burned on the side. Most of the other racers were disabled. Mads and Pyrie disabled 2 of the next highest ranking riders, leaving them well open to taking the race in a landslide before the second lap had completed. With the race out of the way and won by Mads and Pyrie, Liari was able to reactivate the device in the control room and made their way down to the what we're going to say the bachelor pad of the incubus they were flirting with, to enjoy some well-deserved R&R. Pyrie the horse was returned to the stable, and Mads was sent back to the jockey waiting area. Pyrie found a big tunnel under the stable she was in, went exploring. One led out into a abandoned or lesser used set of stables on the right side of Sky Stride track, whereas the other end led up into the control room and past some activity that Liari had become engaged in. Pyrie had to pass the engaged activity one more time, made their way back to the stable, became a horse. And during that time frame, Mads went to collect Pyrie via the dwarf stable master, who could not find Pyrie because Pyrie had gone away. got flustered, was intimidated, and then they went and checked again, found Pyrie as they had returned and become a horse again, and Pyrie and Mads were reunited. There was a stint before they were reunited where Mads met up with Cedric, who was angry at Mads, very upset, very demeaning, got upset and tried to walk away, but they were super beat up. So Mads, being the kind and thoughtful individual they are, went out of their way to provide healing and care for Cedric, even though they really didn't want it, and left them feeling rejuvenated and not at all spiteful and broken on the inside. And then Pyrie and Mads reunited. At this point, over the course of, we'll say, an hour or so, the three of you made your way at the encouragement of Joe and Tarvalo to the High Roller Room to receive your reward, as promised by Tarvalo for winning the race, which is where we will begin today's session.
And Pyrie's still a horse.
And Pyrie is still a horse.
Yep.
So because I did not put a door in this room, there is a stairway just to the south that you guys are technically on. You have not yet entered the room. And we will begin there. Did I miss anything in the recap, good players?
Not that
That was a great recap. No, I think you got it all.
Thank you. That was a lot, actually. That was more than I thought there was.
Yeah.
I just kept going, and I was like, wait, there's more, and there's more, and there's more.
Yeah.
It was an
That happened.
action-packed episode.
It really was. So, let me get my stuff here. So, as you three, Liari, Mads, and Pyrie Horse, make your way up the stairs leading to the High Roller Room, you can hear a raised voice booming through the large, solid wood door. The door opens slightly as some very well-dressed attendants make their way out, looking a touch rattled by the yelling. They nod to your group, taking a second glance at the horse on the stairs, before making their way past you and out of sight. Now, through the ajar door, you can hear the familiar voice of Tarvalo, smooth and businesslike, addressing someone. Come on now, Harlan, a deal is a deal. At this point, do you guys make your way into the room? Or do you wait?
We're already in the room.
Well, you're just outside the ajar door. So you can walk into the room.
I'm good either
Yeah.
way.
walk
Liari
in.
is
Walking
fine.
first as a
Okay,
horse.
We're going in.
Okay, horse first.
Horse first.
Pyrie, you're a bit like broader than the two following you because horse. So
Yeah.
as you enter in the ajar door, your head popping in first and your body following shortly after, the door is kind of pushed open a little bit more. Inside the room, you see on the right side, there is a table of decadent pastries, desserts, coffees, and along the back wall are cabinets and counters full of liquors, mixers, garnishes, everything you could possibly want. And there are two guards towards the back of the room. All of the attendants seem to have left before you walked in. And left of you are some very cozy, comfortable couches, luscious and luxurious. A very large, actually I have a picture for this, hang on. A very large individual, orcish in nature, is sitting very comfortably on the couch, a champagne flute in their hand. They look more upset than the picture provides. And then Tarvalo and Joe are sitting just adjacent. Tarvalo's sitting in a high-backed chair, enjoying a drink. Joe is standing there with a tray on his arm, just kind of acting as an attendant for good old Tarvalo. So, Pyrie, as you make your way into the room, and then followed quickly by Mads, and then Liari, Tarvalo looks to you. Hello, my good friends. Just in time, I see. At which Harlan turns roughly in their seat, their large mass kind of making it a little difficult to crane their neck. And you hear him just kind of... You. And he looks at you, Mads, very specifically. He's kind of confused by the horse for a moment, but he looks directly at you. How could you have possibly won? Cedric was a shoo-in.
What can I say? I'm just talented.
Now, Harlan, let's not lose our heads after we've just lost our track. And Tarvalo waves his hand at that. A rolled parchment appearing in midair, which unfurls, extending a few feet down, almost to the floor. Even from this point, at the entry of the room, near the door, you can see the title of the document. The Gamble for Chance's Carousel versus Skystride Track. Using his cane, Tarvalo points at the bottom of the document, where two large names are scrawled. One being Tarvalo's flowing calligraphic script, and the other being Harlan Vex's rough scratch of a signature. Harlan looks at the contract, laughs to himself, takes a very long and slow sip from his champagne flute, before finally addressing Tarvalo once again. Turning away from the party, almost in a snub-like fashion. I doubt that our good Mayor Bennu would allow for gambling of such an icon of the city, so this is obviously just harassment. Harlan takes another sip of champagne before continuing, and motions to the ornately equipped personal guards behind him, which are the ones on your right. Perhaps you should just stop harassing me now before it gets ugly. Tarvalo simply smiles, widely, even wider, as the edges of his smile unnaturally extend to reach his ears, and his eyes are affixed to Harlan. Oh, but Harlan, you know that Bennu and I try not to disagree, of course. That's why I had my associates here speak with him on my behalf. And another wave of his cane. And another parchment appears, that familiar black one with the golden trim and the white ink. The contract you all worked out between Tarvalo and Bennu. If you look closely, Harlan, you'll see that our dear Bennu has already agreed to this gamble. And it's upheld by the city's law enforcement, not to mention my own. Tarvalo leans back in his plush armchair, taking the glass from the tray that Joe was holding next to him and taking a long sip before placing it back. While Tarvalo is sipping on his drink, Harlan stands up a little roughly, as it takes a moment to get someone of such mass up. They take a moment to look over the contract, the black one. And even from here, the three of you see what looks to be perspiration beginning to form. It slowly starts dripping just down the head onto the neck, a little bit on the low back. You can see it through the well-tailored coat he wears. He looks around for a moment. Would everyone give me a perception, except for Pyrie, because you now have an insane number there, I see.
Huh? I do?
Irie sees God.
You see everything. It's not even a question anymore.
Me too!
Wait, hold on. There we go.
Sheesh.
Your passive perception's a 19. That's insane.
Oh, good one.
Mads, you just see him getting really sweaty and concerned about the situation. But Liari and Pyrie, you see that his eyes begin to dart around the room, looking as if he is beginning to feel cornered.
My pirate horse simply like walk up kind of behind him and just like use my giant head to just like over his shoulder to push him back down into his seat and be like, no.
Well, yeah, okay. Give me
Yeah,
Give
what
me-
is that roll, Mr. DM?
I don't know. I guess intimidation. I don't know. I think intimidation's pretty much the closest we're gonna get to that roll. And it's not necessarily that you're unsuccessful at all. I think you managed to do it. It's just how successfully you managed to intimidate him, being the horse doing it.
So you want me to roll as the horse or as Pyrie?
Oh, as Pyrie. I apologize. Okay. As Harlan is looking between the contract and kind of looking around the room, you clop, 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 kind of step up behind your hooves, echoing in the small space as you reach your horse head outwards and kind of just get him by the shoulder and pull him back into the chair, and he falls into it with a thump. The chair kind of bouncing a little bit as he looks and sees that the horse is the one that pulled him down and is now staring him down in the chair. He looks, what's the right word? There is a right word for this. Unsettled.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah, flabbergasted is good too. At this point, Harlan looks between the horse, the rest of you, and then turns back to Tarvalo. A little bit more scared showman, looking as if he is trying to salvage his situation. Tarvalo, what's a small gamble between friends? Am I right? Maybe we just double down on our bet. Another race and winner takes all? Come on.
I bite his ear.
Roll me a... Do you have a bite option on that horse?
I don't know what I have.
Go ahead and just roll me a... Are you biting it like as a nip, or are you biting it as like you're taking out a chunk of his ear?
Like a nip. Like,
Okay.
you know when like dogs do that, like that nip at like a pup to like be like, no,
Knock
no.
it off, yeah.
Yeah. But like, I'm a horse, you know. No.
Okay. I'm not going to have you roll. I'm just going to say you succeed. Because who's going to do that?
Yes.
So you...
Yeah, I don't know how you would miss.
I don't know how you'd miss either. So you reach forward, just nip. Just the tip of his ear. As he kind of like freaks out, kind of ducks away, and he stares at you. He just kind of scoots a little bit to the left, and it's a little difficult because mass. He kind of stares. He goes between Tarvalo and Pyrie Horse as he's kind of like watching Pyrie Horse to make sure they don't nip him again. But he's addressing Tarvalo with a, "You like making deals, right? Right? Wouldn't that be fun?"
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I don't like him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh man.
Just a little nip.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why that that didn't work. Here, we'll do this. Hi Raiders, welcome in. I am BoldMordred. I do D&D stuff and hang out, and it's awesome. And Hi Fua and hi Fua friends. I hope you had a great time playing the Minecraft, it looks like. Burden, thank you for the shout out there. I hope you guys are having a great day. Yeah, feel free to hang out and chat with us. We'll type more in the chat. We're just gonna keep going there though. So, Pyre Horse, you step up behind Harlan here. Give him another nip on the ear, as you know, as you do to stop things from happening. Tarvalo just sort of chuckles and gives you a little nod there, Pyre. And as he does, he's already sitting up very straight. He sets his drink down on the tray that Joe is carrying next to him, places his fingers in a steeple formation in his lap and says, "My dear Harlan, the deal's already been made, and you lost. You can't double down when you have nothing left. Now, I will ask only once. Leave my track. You're very lucky I have constraints on my contract, since not many get to walk away after a lost wager."
And be careful on your
Harlan-
way out. This place has gone to shit. Careful of the stairs.
Harlan is profusely sweating now. Like, it was a little more difficult to see before, but Mads, you definitely make it out now. It's draining out of his pores. His whole collar is now wet. The low back has got that big, like, summertime stain. He stands up, taking a moment to kind of get up from the chair, watching Pyre Horse the whole time, and steps a little further away from Pyre Horse, coming over to this direction here. He starts to mutter to himself. His hands continue to fidget, and you kind of see him fidgeting, and he kind of reaches into his jacket and pulls his hand out, reaches into the other side of his jacket. He kind of like, almost like he's checking himself or something. And he does this for probably about 30 seconds, and Tarvalo tracks every movement. Does anybody do anything during this time frame?
I'll go get a pastry off the table.
Bet. There's like cinnamon rolls and danishes and all this stuff.
Yeah, that sounds great. That's gonna be like my aftercare right now. But what's
My
there to make a drink? I
aftercare
might
your
pour me a little shot of something, or
Time
just
with the incubus.
like, suckle some mead. Yeah, we're just gonna kick it.
I'm gonna
Alright,
go over
so-
and plop my giant horse butt next to Joe.
Are you doing like the Max thing from Tangled, where you just
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy you understand.
I got you. I know exactly what you're doing. I got you. This is good.
Yes.
How about you, Mads? Anything for you?
I think I'm also going to join and find a pastry or something to drink.
I love that
kinda
The
you.
way we
busy.
all decided that shit over there is none of our business.
Yeah.
I
I
love
did
you
my part,
guys.
dude. I'm done.
It's so funny. It's so
Oh
funny.
my god.
Did
Do you do anything? I don't know.
Like, no,
my God.
I'm just here to watch. Gets a snack. Gets popcorn.
I just want
Yeah,
to
we
see what
finished our
happens. I want to see how sweaty you can get. I don't know.
As you guys make your way over to the table, Pyre, you clop, 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 while Harlan's muttering to himself. Plop yourself down over here in the corner, just kind of watching. Mads and Liari moves, over to the table as you guys kind of enjoy getting yourself some pastries. And as you do so, suddenly, without warning, Harlan moves quickly, if clumsily, pulling out something that glints as the sunlight catches it through the window and screams, "I made this place what it is, and you'll not take it from me!" And he pulls
Whatever
out
it is, I'm gonna
Mhm.
aim a dagger at his hand to knock it out.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with that, I think. No. Dexterity. Yeah, give me a dexterity check. Because you're aiming at it. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. I don't think you'll fail. It's not a high DC. Unfucking
I sure don't.
believable.
Holy! Let's
I
go.
took his hand off.
All right.
It's like, dude, I have like a pastry in one hand and nonchalantly chuck a psychic dagger with the other.
All right. So you create that iridescent dagger in your hand. And without, you're like in the middle of a bite on a Danish, and you just like throw that dagger as Harlan goes as fast as he can to try and stab Tarvalo with it. The iridescent dagger you throw hits the blade, and it knocks the dagger out of Harlan's hand. It does fly forward and embeds itself in the arm of the chair, where Tarvalo no longer seems to sit. At this, Joe drops the tray, the glass shattering, and he draws his own blade, eyeballing Harlan, as Harlan looks about wildly. At this point, you hear a laugh. Horrific, terrifying, echo through the room as you hear Tarvalo's laugh. Harlan looks about, his eyes wide, sweat visibly dripping off his brow as his head swings about, trying to find his target. Both of the guards in the back of the room have drawn their blades, but they look around, obviously terrified about what's happening as the lights, the candles, the lanterns in the room snuffs out. The small wisps of smoke flowing away in the non-existent breeze. The large window looking over the track seems to now be covered in a dark fog, blocking out the vast majority of the light. The shadows coalesce from all sides of the room, gathering just behind Harlan as they form into a shape, a black silhouette with piercing red eyes and an unnatural smile of razor-sharp teeth that widen further and further until the visage that you see will likely leave you with nightmares. The room is silent, except for the gasping sobs beginning to come from Harlan. As Tarvalo's voice echoes again, this time deeper, more sinister, dangerous. If you hadn't already, you realize that up to this point, Tarvalo has worn a mask, and in this moment, it is removed, and you hear, "There are no second chances," says the distorted voice of Tarvalo as the smile extends and elongs into a maw that opens up from the inky blackness. And as Harlan begins to scream, it's cut short as he is swallowed by that mouth in the darkness. One moment passes, another, and then another. And the shadows begin to recede back into the edges of the room. The window becomes unfogged, and the sunlight filters in once again. Two guards in the back of the room look absolutely fucking terrified, and one has dropped their blade, the sound of metal and stone the only noise in the nearly silent room. So, as if nothing has happened, Tarvalo now sits in that same chair and smiles, turning towards the two guards at the back of the room. Well, you two are unemployed now, and I suggest you leave, as he gives them a dismissive flick of the hand. Both guards hurriedly make their way out of the room, one stopping for a moment to pick up his blade, before just deciding to leave it and running out the door. So what is everybody doing
Nice.
at this
Can
point?
I look at that?
What? The sword?
The blade.
Yeah, just a sword. Like it's a traditional long sword for a guard. It's a little bit more ornate because these guards were outfitted to work for Harlan Vex, who was all about fancy. So it's a higher value.
I'll pick it up. I'll just be like, hey, Joe, you want a new fancy sword? This one's pretty.
What does he have? You know what?
Oh no, I'm
Shit.
stuck under Pyrie Horse.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. Pirate Horse is gonna clip clop her way over to the snack table, and then poof back into normal pirate and start eating snacks. Oh my god, crazy!
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Joe will take
Yeah,
the
mentally-
fancy sword.
Mentally, too, Liari was gonna say, well, that was horrifying, and let's not do anything to have that happen again towards us. That was awful.
Right?
Yeah, that was not fun to witness.
So at this point, Tarvalo kind of like turns in his chair to address everyone. Ah, my associates! My apologies for the theatrics, but sometimes an example needs to be made to maintain one's position. And he's gonna turn towards Joe. He's, Joseph, my dear, will you please get another drink for me? You seem to have dropped that one. And he's gonna point down to the one at the shattered glass on the ground. And Joe takes a moment, as if it takes a second for him to register. He just nods and makes his way towards the back of the table, where there are multiple liquors, ales, wines, and all that. He starts pouring a few things together and seemingly knows exactly what Tarvalo has been drinking. At which point, Tarvalo's attention turns back to you three. Smiling, as always. You won that race rather handily, I would say, and humiliated that Cedric fellow to boot. What a fantastic show you put on. Bravo.
Mads.
Oh, sorry. What? My headphones cut out.
Snacks.
Oh shit. He was just saying, like, good
What a
job on
time.
the race.
Said, great job humiliating that Cedric fellow.
He did it all to himself, really.
Indeed.
Just
but
helped.
You just helped it along. Rather clever.
Party with a face full of pastry. Just gonna be like, we want an asshole.
Indeed, I
What?
find that many of the people here are assholes indeed, Pyrie. But not you. I like you. I especially liked you as a horse. What a way to intimidate a man, pulling him down with your horse head.
She was a very
Iron
impressive.
Gets really
horse.
into character.
I'm just gonna how how. She continues munching. She's hungry.
Yeah.
Eat your horse. It's tired. She needs food.
And running a race.
Mhm.
I was like, and running the race, because you participated in the race, yeah. Tarvalo starts reaching into his coat pocket and pulls out a very large bag that should not have fit in his coat pocket. As he holds it out, he stands up and kind of makes his way over to the table. I'm gonna roll a dice to see where we end up there. 1, 2, 3. Great. He's gonna walk over 1, 2, 3, and holds out this giant bag to Liari. Here we are, my dear Liar. Our reward with a bit of a bonus for all the extra you did. It was quite a show, truly.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that and say, Thank you for the tip. Yeah, this is a mutually beneficial arrangement that I believe has officially come to its conclusion. And the contract on our end has been fulfilled, yes.
Tarvalo brings his cane and taps it on the ground once, and as he does, that black scroll appears in the air once again. He looks it over and says, "It does look like it's complete, and it was an absolute pleasure working with you all. I dare say I will miss Joseph. Such a great maker of drinks. Don't you say, Joseph?" As Joseph makes his way over and hands him the last drink he'll make. Joe's like, yeah, it was, I learned a lot of stuff here. It was fun.
I'm glad you found a way to enjoy it.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of talking, and I think what did you call it, Mr. Tarvalo? It was politicking. Yes, Joe, my boy, it was politicking. You'll be very good at it one day if you stick with me. Oh no, I gotta leave. I'm gonna go with I gotta. Yes, I know I'm making fun, my boy. Oh.
I wanna make my way towards Joe so I could pull him.
I can pull him closer. He'll eat me over here, so
yoink him away.
I'll say you pull him over here. Now,
all right.
Lastly,
well, yes.
Before you leave, I know you're all in such a rush to make off with whatever you need to do. However, I would like to say, as another gift from myself to you, I would love, Liari, if you would keep that little trinket of mine. It will allow you to pick one unpickable lock somewhere sometime, at your leisure. Just don't bleed on it, and you'll be fine.
A gift, you say? I did find it to be very interesting today when I was using it, so I wouldn't mind keeping it. Thank you.
Lovely. And lastly, before you leave, Pyrie, my dear, and Mads, you are most welcome to compete in the new arena once renovations are complete, of course.
Oh yeah, specifically, I mentioned stairs earlier. It's not these ones, but the ones that go to the staff room on the other side, those are awful. That's a hazard. People are gonna down that. I suggest starting there if you want to have employees.
Of course, I do appreciate your recommendations. There will be a complete refurbishment and renovation of the entire arena, so it shall be closed for quite some time. But I assure you,
make sure to get the jockeys as well.
Oh
the
yes.
Jockey chambers.
Is it not well maintained then?
You could say that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anything was.
No.
Same with the horses. There's not a lot of good hay.
He's just gonna kind of nod and kind of put a hand on the chin, kind of thinky look. Yes, it's going to be quite an investment, but I'm pretty sure it will come out on top. And it will look just like it did when it was built. Ah, those were the days. In any case.
Hopefully you employ some sort of employee rights or something, because the previous employees looked miserable. So.
Of course, all of my employees shall be well compensated for their time. No issue there. I am nothing but fair in my dealings. Now, I shall be heading out. I have other business to attend to. Please feel free to use the amenities in this room and eat as much as you like. The rest is being tossed. And with that, he's gonna kind of take a step around, walk over here to what would be the doorway in this space. He's gonna rap on the door a couple of times, and then he's gonna open it and walk through into Chase's carousel. He's gonna turn around just before the door closes, take off his top hat, and give you one of those, like, gentlemanly bows as the door closes.
Wow, they put the door back on quick.
They work fast around here.
Last I checked, you left that leaning.
It was in a state of disarray.
All right, I'm gonna grab my handful of snacks for the road and be like, "Well, I'm good here if you guys are good." Oh, I'm gonna probably. We can count the money and distribute it back at the place with the stuff, our hotel.
The place with the stuff.
Yeah. I don't think we should do that here. So I'll try and shove that massive money bag somewhere on me.
Like, you have a lot of pouches and stuff, but they're generally small. You have a backpack, though. Because objectively, I think all of you have some sort of pack.
As I do.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't fit in any of the little pouches, and it fills up a significant portion of your backpack.
But it's in there, right?
But it's in there.
All right, that works for me.
Stuff it in.
I was gonna start patting my bra or something, dude. Like, it'll fit. It'll fit.
Anything Pyrie Horse and Mads before you head out of this location?
Nope, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So then, let's move on over. I assume you are making your way back to the tavern.
Yeah, I need to
Mhm.
put this money away. So true.
All right.
So how
So-
much did we get?
So, as you...
How am I divvying it? Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and do this.
How like rich?
Can I
am
roll
right
that?
now?
That's amazing.
Whoa!
I was legitimately curious if I could roll that. Which is actually not accurate, so give me a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you fudge that number so it's divisible by 4? Oh, okay.
You have 7,500 gold. Not really divisible by 4. Good luck.
Off.
If you
Wait,
want,
how'd you get 7,500 when that number says that?
it's 7,500 because I rounded up 2 gold here. The initial bargain was half of the winnings, which was 5. The winnings for the race in this particular predicament was 10,000, so half would have been 5,000, but he bonused you up.
Okay, so we're saying that's the number.
So I'm saying 7,500, yeah.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Liari's pulling out the abacus.
I can hear the abacus noises.
Yeah. I can't believe that abacus is actually being used. The most iconic nonsense. So that's... I'll just type in the thing as well, but that's for all 4. So Joe gets that, I get that, Mads gets that, Perry gets that. The 1875 from the chat.
Beautiful.
Yippee!
Yippee! All right.
We're like
So
rich.
y'all got some monies. Currently, excuse me. Currently, the race took up most of the day. You are reaching early evening, So you
Sorry,
can go and
what?
do some things if you'd like, or you can save that for another day.
Quick question.
Yep.
Mhm.
Does anyone remember how much we had each the last time with stuff? Because apparently my gold got reset with the import.
Of course.
Oh no.
Well, I know that Joe had 900 gold on him, so
He has 900 gold.
I don't know where he got 900 gold, but he has 900 gold.
I know I picked up the thingy
Probably from the
last time,
divvy.
but I just
mine
don't
got
remember
reset.
what it. Yeah, I don't remember what mine was because I'm looking and I'm like, I definitely have more than 9 gold. I know I
Cool.
spent 10 gold on candy, but
I know you guys got a bunch of gold too. You just didn't have enough.
yeah, that's why I'm like, wait, because I went to go add in our divvy for this thing.
All right, DM discretion. Y'all get an extra 900 on top of whatever you just got. Bam.
Okay.
Enjoy. Because if
More
Joe has
math.
it, there's no reason he would have gotten that outside of being divvied it.
Yeah, I think most of that was divvy because even if he picks up like small treasure things, like
It's-
I don't
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
that much.
It's never that much, yeah.
All I know is that you can't base whatever you have off of me because I know I had a lot more.
Yep.
That's the only
I remember
thing
I thought I had like platinums at some point.
You did.
Yeah.
You had
at least
What is a
like
platinum?
a few.
I thought I had like 2. It wasn't
You
like a large.
know,
You had more than me by like
Bare
a lot,
minimum,
but-
I did take notes on what happened in the gambling hall. If you want to
Yeah.
look through that and
I
try
feel
and
like you
math
have-
out what that, because I did write that down.
Frickin' imports,
However, you-
man.
How much is a platinum?
10 gold.
And
Oh. Wait, okay, so sorry. For the amount that you put in the chat thingy on the game for the 1875, is that per right now for the
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Your actual gold value that you should have. Oh no, that's wrong.
That's
Dyslexia.
definitely wrong. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
mine
5 platinum.
minus 1 because I had for me personally at least because I had spent 10 gold. I had 9, spent 10. Cutie.
Candy.
Yeah.
That's true. You're candied cucumbers. I remember that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
gross
So-
to me personally.
I
so
love
10
how
gold
much
is 1
that's.
platinum.
It's always in tens. So 10 coppers to a silver, 10 silvers to a gold, 10 golds to a platinum.
And we ignore the electrum.
We don't talk
because
about electrum.
That shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not a oh, maybe it is a machine. I don't know what that is.
Nobody does.
The electrum is. It has purpose. Just not
No,
for most
that's a lie.
things.
Okay. Okay, so that means I have 270 platinum and 4 gold.
Also, I low-key recommend, since it keeps like happening, like maybe keeping track of it in your private player notes as well, because I know we all have a separate section for stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this down right now.
Yeah. We're not losing items anymore. We're just losing gold.
Losing money.
Just
My
put you look
No,
at
I
it, I'm
still
like,
have my money.
right.
I'm fucking,
Freaking imports.
I'm rich as shit. I basically, for all intents and purposes, have like 3,600 gold.
Jesus. I remember when we had nothing.
Yeah, I remember when I was Sugar Bobby, like, oh, you want a potion? Here. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Woo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what time is it in game currently, Mr. DM?
In-game early evening, I would probably say you're looking at like 5 or so. Probably closer to like 5 or 6. Because the race would have taken your entire day, really. So,
Okay.
You're gonna have like taverns open, but shops are probably gonna be pretty close at this point.
That's fair. And I'm already gonna be seeing Araltha tomorrow for the thing, so.
Mhm.
Okay. Then there's probably not much I want to do this evening because I switched my reading time to the morning, so I have to wait till I sleep. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just vibe. I'll just continue to be in my afterglow of everything, the high of the heist and the high of everything else.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything before the evening goes through or during the evening?
I imagine Mads is probably pretty tired after everything that happened today, so he'll probably just pray and go to bed.
Okay.
Same
D100.
with Fiery.
Okay. 22. Is that within? I can't
Where?
remember. I gotta go look at your character sheet here. No, that's outside of influence. Got it. So, Mads, as you pray, what are you praying about? What's on your mind?
They're probably very nervous because they're supposed to go to the docks tomorrow.
So is it
In
Just-
the evening, yeah.
is that
Mhm.
just like voicing your anxiety over it?
Yes.
Okay.
And just like general, what should I do?
Oh yeah, did we even know that you had to do that? Did you tell us, like, canonically in-game, or is this the first time we're finding out? I'm relying on you to remember, because I don't remember.
This might be the first time we're hanging out. We're
Mads
finding out.
did not mention it up to this point. So unless Mads
Okay.
mentioned it to you guys as of this evening, you guys are unaware of it.
We can we can roleplay that out if you want, but or we could just agree that I told you guys like over dinner.
Okay. Well, we
Like,
might
really
have to roleplay a
casually,
little
like,
bit,
oh,
because
yeah.
I'm gonna...
This is
Yeah,
kind of
'cause I'm
big
gonna be like,
news.
wait, what? Like,
So
are you actually going to that?
Joe
I
got his laughing
have
stuff.
to.
He's drinking his laughing drink right now
Oh, what a
at the
sweet
table.
boy.
Yeah. There you go. Now you can start.
they're just gonna keep following me regardless of where I go.
Well, do you want backup? Like, what's the plan?
Don't really have a plan.
Let's...
Just gonna show up and see what happens.
Well, why are you so scared of them in the first place?
Just to know what they'd do if they saw me again. And to
Joe's-
meet the twins again.
Joe's gonna pipe up and be like, who are we? What's happening? Who are we talking about? They're twins.
Yeah. There are
Yeah, Matt
twins.
has a fear of cock.
It's terrifying and
You're just gonna let that one ride.
yeah.
Do you remember when we ran away from the last place we were at? That's inherently why.
Mhm.
Is because they found us where we were hiding and we, like, left.
And the same thing's gonna happen again.
Oh,
Well, if they didn't specify that you had to go alone, I would
You-
prefer we go as a group, because if you think they're gonna get violent, then...
you
There's
watch
a very good
Joe's
chance.
face sink as you say, "Yeah, you remember when we had to leave the last place? It's gonna happen again." He goes, "Is this town gonna burn down too?"
No,
I
no, no,
hope
no, no.
not.
That's why we're gonna go to the docks, because hopefully that'll help not have that happen.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Goes
try
back
to
to-
resolve it peacefully, but
So, are we all gonna go together?
I think we should, or at least we should be in hiding. and like ready to go if something happens, you know? Like
Mhm.
sneaky style.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay. And then are you guys still coming to the leadership summit with me during the day?
Yeah, I don't
So
see
we'll,
why not.
we'll do that, and then at night we're gonna hit up the docks and try and keep you alive.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it, essentially.
All right. Well, Pyrie, do you have any hidden quests that we need to go on besides the one that we already know we're doing after this?
We also have to take Hambona and Biddy in the morning.
Right.
Oh, do we
Yeah.
have to see Markella?
Yeah.
It's your part-time job.
Ah.
He's been babysitting Biddy and Hambone all day.
Okay, we can go see Markella.
Mads, I told you not to drop the ball on that. That is like the easiest. She is so into you.
I'm not interested whatsoever.
But she has done so much for us.
Do you remember what happened? Not even last time we were there?
I sure do. I found something really interesting in a very interesting place.
I'm not looking to go on the same expedition.
Why not?
Can we agree to keep
Who
our
knows what you'll
hands
find?
to ourselves?
I agree with Pyrie. For once.
Oh,
I will keep my hands off of Morkella for your sake, but
For everyone's
I
sake.
can't. I'm gonna keep Amy. So. No.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
To bed.
Go bed. Alright.
all right. So
Goes to meditate.
you all go up to your respective rooms in your suite. Breathe that sigh of relief that this day is over. Liari meditates. Pyrie meditates. Joe immediately starts snoring. Mads, you pray about your anxiety over the dock situation, and you don't feel like you get any kind of affirmation at all.
Damn.
Womp womp.
Your goddess left you on red, bro.
I didn't pray hard enough.
So with that, the morning comes. Everybody may hit the long rest button, please.
The longest rest.
You all gather. First thing in the morning. You went to bed fairly early, so we'll say it's like early in the morning, like 7 a.m. And you gather around, you get your breakfast, you know, morning milk and all that, and then the day is yours.
I wanted to do my readering.
Please do your
I need
readering.
Need to remember how to do my readering.
Yep. I have it under abilities in my notes. I gotta go find it.
It is a new day. I would like to pray again.
Okay.
D20.
Pray again.
Aw.
Oh, that's a spicy D20. You still have that
What's
inspiration as a
investigation?
reminder.
Oh yeah.
Can I do that on an
Yeah.
ability?
This is a learning thing, so yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use it for that because surely.
Surely there won't be anything else that's incredibly important that you need to roll inspiration on at any given time this episode, right?
There we go. That's much better. So that plus my investigation.
Investigation.
Modifier is 4. So 22.
Nice. You're making your way through that really fast.
I know, that's kind of why I wanted to... It's been going really well for me.
All right. Mads, roll me that praying dice.
Yeah.
What did you pray harder?
I did.
You
On the
pray.
same question.
You pray hard. Your anxiety has spiked. You didn't get an answer. You were left on red. And so you just it's you, obviously. You gotta pray harder. So you do. You just pray your little halfling heart out. And as you do so, you feel as if you're opening yourself up more, trying to feel the familiar presence of the goddess. But you feel like the goddess is here and not here. It's familiar, but it's not familiar, and it's hard to place what it is. And you leave your room having prayed, feeling unfulfilled by the prayer.
Whoa.
Interesting.
You're having religious impotence. What happened?
Religious
I think we're fighting.
The goddess made you sleep on the couch, bro.
Oh my
What
God.
happened?
She won't return my call.
Shit. What happened?
Fucking fine, bro.
Damn. That's crazy.
Oh no. That probably has to do with something that actually happened. I just don't remember at this moment because I'm drunk.
Yeah, it definitely isn't something that I've been doing in the background.
Yeah.
25 sessions sort of thing.
Yeah, but usually there's like some sort of hint, or if
Hint
not, then
or
this is
triggers
just funny.
or something
Right.
that sets it off.
So
right?
I'm
that
sure, because
changes
I
it.
remember something sort of did happen, but I don't remember what it was. Because I remember you prayed for like a more, maybe like evil reason or something. Like you're wishing ill upon someone instead of something, or I don't know. I don't remember. That's your journey, not mine.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I want to know your theory so bad. But the day comes to you.
Remind me.
You do your morning shenanigans and make your way out of the tavern and back into Melody Cove. Now, are we heading off to Morkella's, or are we heading somewhere else?
Probably a Morkella first angle.
Morkella.
All right. So, you guys make your way off into the streets of Melody Cove, familiar to you as you've been here for quite a bit of time now. I'm actually trying to remember how long you've been here. A week? Yeah, I think it's been about a week.
An excellent question, because at some point we're gonna have to re-up the inn. I don't know. In-game time escapes
I
me.
will double check your time later, but I do think it's close to a week at this point.
I think that sounds right.
That would
Yeah.
track. I feel like we've been here longer than a week.
I think it's been longer than a week.
Been 2 weeks. I don't know.
Man.
I should really be tracking days and places. I'll start doing that. I
Time
have other
flies
things
when
I'm
you're
tracking
having fun.
alongside every episode. Because in my notes I do every episode with like the Echoing Isles, and then session such and such, and then the date we do it, and I have other things I track alongside that, so I'll just add another tracker. Anyway, so you all make your way through the familiar streets, regardless of how long you've been here, of Melody Cove, all the way up to Twilight Arcana, where your, I suppose you could say, friend, Morkella, is tending their shop front. Let me get all this shit up here. Boop. And boop. Alright, so y'all walk in and as you guys I was like,
everybody all speak at once. This is
I was
not
all
my
like,
side
and?
of the squeeze. And
Who's walking in first?
we're
I'll
picking
go in
up the
first.
children.
Mads, you walk in to the very familiar interior of the Twilight Arcana. What has honestly become a strange part-time job as you walk in and see the familiar face of Morkella as she turns and addresses you. Says, hello, welcome back.
Hi, Markella. Nice to see you again.
Yes,
The shop's looking nice.
I am glad that it is visually pleasing to you.
Right. So... Shall we get started then?
She just motions to the center of the shop and awaits you there.
The awkwardness kind of adds to it for me.
It's so good. The combination of Mads and Morkella is such a funny one to me.
It really is. I'm gonna
I
mentally
cringe so
connect.
hard whenever I have to talk to her.
Yeah, let's go. Okay,
You're
we're
gonna
mentally
what?
connected for 8 hours. So I would say
Nice.
I don't really understand the awkward Riz, but she is eating it up. Keep it up, Mads. You're killing it.
It's not awkward, Riz. It's just awkward because she's awkward.
My guy,
Anyway.
from my perspective, I think you're awkward. But again, she loves it, so you just keep doing your thing. This is some really interesting foreplay.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
As
Mentally
you roll
and
your... Oh, good.
Rolls mental eyes.
As you do that, Morkella walks up and is about 2 inches from you and just stares.
Awesome.
Yes, Markella?
I am just waiting.
Oh, my apologies. I'll go into the center of the room if I'm not already in it.
I assume you were already there, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I would like to just like see what happens when I channel that like disconnect energy that I was feeling.
Interesting. Okay, alright, okay. Hang on a half a second here. Gotta check a thing. Okay, are you actively choosing to try and channel it with your veil magic, or are you trying to like describe it for me? Because this is to create that ability that you're working on, which is the veil like armory stuff that we were working on.
Yeah.
So are
I
you
was thinking
channeling
of putting that into the veil magic, like just to see if it had any sort of adverse effects. So like if someone touches it or like
Okay.
I don't
okay.
know if I could even create something like that.
No. I like this idea. Hang on a second. Feeling. I gotta write a note. Hang on. You all talk for a second.
In my head, like I thought of it as like emotional necromancy.
Emotional.
That's an interesting way of putting things.
Well, like just like kind of like when we were in Mother or the witch Hazel's place, and she just like made you feel angry, and
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like that.
So to you,
Okay.
the disconnect is angry, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
On a separate thing, Blaine, I don't know if this is how this works or not, but I may or may not be a genius, because remember how I was manually tracking stuff in my D&D Beyond, because my psionic energy stuff doesn't exist like inside of this. I don't know necessarily what the resource 1, 2, 3 at the top of attributes is for, but it lets you manually put in different like names for stuff. So maybe I just track it there. Maybe that works.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I'm
it's just a
low-key,
way
like, thinking of the thoughts.
it is just a place you can track it. There's a lot of this like compartmentalized stuff that you can kind of do yourself if you want, because not all the features really translate into this sheet. I don't know if that entire set of sentences made sense, but yeah.
It's only taken me 33 episodes to realize that I can technically use those. So here we go.
Fantastic.
Nice.
So specifically, Mads, because I'm very particular about the wording here, because this does matter.
Okay.
You're channeling anger into your veil magic.
Okay. I don't think anger is like really it. I feel like disconnect is just like nothing. Like an emotional like bluntness.
Ah. I guess
Like lethargy?
I'm just yeah. I can
yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I got this. I got it. We're good.
Okay.
I had to really give this some thought. Throw me for some loops.
Sorry.
No, I like it. So,
It's my
go
turn.
ahead and expend one of your veil energy or veil magic slots.
Okay.
Mads,
okay.
as Morkella is 2 inches from your face, staring at you, you fall into yourself, focusing on that feeling of not connecting with the goddess, of feeling far and away and alone, disconnected, as you say, from the goddess and everything surrounding that. You haven't felt that connection for some time, and it's really starting to emotionally drain you. And you focus really hard on that, closing your eyes and just letting the energy flow out of you. As you do that, you feel as if there are 2 very different energies within you, and they seem to be conflicted, pushing against each other. There are 2 wolves inside of you. No.
Oh my god.
They're both gay.
Mads, you have your eyes closed as you are very focused on this, but for everyone else in the room, you watch as both a gold and a red hazy type of familiar magic that you've seen when Mads focuses on it kind of seem to be intermixed and mingled, creating those wings, creating small bits and pieces of what you might consider to be armor, flowing all around, not entirely covering anything, not entirely connected to one another. It seems as if these energies are exuding from Mads and they don't have a proper form. There's not a focus on what Mads wants to use that magic for. It's as if she's just releasing it and waiting for something to happen. Mads, as you continue to release this, that feeling of two different things, like hot and cold, push against each other. They don't mix. They don't work together. If anything, they just cause your magic to feel more depleted. You finally release the last bit of that charge, if you will, of Veil magic. And you feel kind of hollow, empty. It doesn't feel like... I think the right way to describe this is you found that there's two ways to connect to this magic within you. One focuses on, well, how do I put that? How do I put this? Give me a D100, because I actually need to know if this is going to be a reveal. Swear to God, if it hits a fucking 100, I'll lose my shit. That's still really high.
How about 86?
Sheesh.
I was lucky.
Okay. You haven't been able to talk to the goddess in a while. Like, you haven't been able to connect with the goddess. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel deserted. Frustrated.
You focus on that feeling, and the red seems to be a little more potent in your magic as it exudes from you. You feel like something is connecting again, and it's strange. As you focus on that anger, on that frustration, it feels as though you are sharing this emotion with something else. And
Whoa.
do you do anything else?
Am I consciously aware that my frustration is like feeding the red?
I would say with an 86 and the conversation we have just had, I think you are now aware that when you focus on Veil magic with negative emotions, it's red.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Uh-huh.
tempted in the state to try to like revert it to see what happens with the golden magic.
What do you mean revert it? Like,
Try to focus on another emotion, but it would probably cost another veil magic, right?
depending on how far we get, I will say so. But for now, what emotion are you focusing on?
I was gonna think of this like like hope, I guess, hopefulness.
What brings you hope?
The members of the team of our party.
All of a sudden, that does become gold again.
Neat.
If you wanna experience or experiment, I should say, more, you will have to expend another slot.
Okay.
Do I physically
speaking
see
of-
that happening? Does
Yep.
Mads look like a strobe light, like
You watch as from the outside as there is gold and red fighting, and then the gold seems
Wow.
to the red seems to consume Mads, and then in that hazy crimson color, Mads looks angry, frustrated, upset. And in what seems to be just an instantaneous change, you see just the tiniest of smiles creep up. Just a little bit. Just that smirky kind of little side smile as gold begins to exude, engulfing the red hazy energy before it disappears.
Oh, Mr. DM, I can't find my Veil Magic spell.
Oh,
I
cool.
think
They probably got deleted.
Yeah.
But I got them over here. It's fine.
Yay.
There you go. Should be under features. Should have crimson
Yes.
and golden. Mads, you are now officially aware, at least to some extent, of how to manipulate your veil magic. Congratulations!
Yay! My
I wanna be
training
like-
arc.
Mads, I didn't know your glow stick changed color like that. That's crazy.
I guess I wasn't really aware either. And did you just call it a glow stick?
Well, sometimes you're a chicken, and sometimes other things happen. I don't know.
Just gonna roll my eyes and look at Joe. It's your
Uh,
turn, buddy.
Joe's just wide-eyed as he stares at you. Morkella is still 2 inches from your face. And just... That was very fascinating. What exactly did you do?
At first, I was just thinking of negative thoughts and how I was feeling, and I noticed that they were glowing, that the red was glowing more, and then I started thinking about the future and our party and what we're doing, and I noticed that it made the golden side glow more.
Interesting.
Oh, you love us. That's cute.
And just not even turn around and look.
We will have to do further testing and discern exactly how much influence is needed to change the coloration of this magical output.
All right, then I guess I'll see you tomorrow for more of that.
I look forward to it. Hello again, Joe. Hello. Hi, Morkella. Please step forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's gonna awkwardly step into the center of the room. Where did I put Joe's thing? Hang on. Where did I put it? That's a great question. Oh, here. It's in here. I found it. I know where I am. I know where I'm going. It's fine. Put y'all in one spot so I wouldn't forget where it is. All right, good old Joe. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, Joe.
Public roll. 13. I did public roll, and I still made it invisible.
Oh, out of 100.
All right, you watch as Joe focuses really hard and tries his best, and the room gets just a little bit colder, and then all of a sudden you just hear, and Morkella kind of tilts her head. Was that all? Yeah, I tried really hard, but I couldn't get it to work. Morkella kind of just like tilts her head a little more. Very well. Return tomorrow. She's gonna go and look at Pyrie now. Oh, speaking of.
Yeah.
Pyrie.
Yeah.
Have you looked around at all for friends?
Yeah. Where are my babies? Where are my children? Hello?
I should have mentioned this on the entry point. That's my bad.
No. This is better.
So as you
Delayed.
look around, you do see in the back, you see Hambone is kind of just hanging out up on a shelf way at the tall back end of the building, like the very top of it, and he's just kind of walking around going.
On a shelf.
Hey, buddy.
You do not see Biddy, however.
Well, Biddy is normally inside of Hambone, so that makes sense.
Oh no. Not the way he said that though.
Anyways, we're gonna go pick up the Hambone and inspect my baby.
All right, give
and
me
look for Biddy.
give
Where's
me an
my
investigation. It's not a high DC, unless you roll a 1. All right. You take a look at Hambone. You kind of pull up his leaves a little bit, give him little huggies, little Hambone. He's super excited. He's giving you like, he's super excited to see you. He gives you little nuzzles as you pick him up. You kind of lift up a leaf and you look inside and you don't see Biddy.
Where's Where's my son? Where's Biddy?
Are you speaking about the mimic?
Yes.
Oh, of course. And she's going to motion to the table next to her. And on the table, you know, like Beauty and the Beast, how they have like the rose in the little glass jar thing. It's gonna look like that, and inside is just a big mushroom. And she's gonna motion to it. It was getting rambunctious and had to be contained.
What do you mean contained? What did he do? What happened?
It tried to eat my mushrooms.
Did you give him the bones
I
that I
do
left
not.
you?
It must have eaten all the bones, or it was displeased with the selection.
I shake Rainbow around to find the rest of the tiefling bones that I left for Biddy.
They're all in there.
What did you say?
I said they're all in there. You hear a little clank, clank, clank.
The tiefling bones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take the tiefling bones out, and then... Yeah, I know. I'll take the tiefling bones out, and I'll, like... I guess... lift the glass jar thing up.
Hmm.
And be like, Biddy, Biddy.
Biddy, as a mushroom, kind of scoots forward a little bit. Like Fantasia level scoots forward with the tiny little feet that pop out, you know, as the pseudopods reach out and kind of pull it forward towards you.
Mhm.
And then the mushroom cap kind of opens up and just grabs a bone and
Who's your good boy?
go. You can now do your training with Biddy.
Biddy training. I don't remember what I have to do. Didn't you say you cleaned it up?
I cleaned it up heavily. I apparently left 1 LP in there. The only thing you're doing is you are now simply making an animal handling check. That is it.
Awesome.
Additionally, because we cleaned this up and you had some points accrued already, please teach Biddy. Well, actually, first make your animal handling check. And then we'll go from there. 12. Okay.
Jesus.
10 to 12. Yeah, right. 10 to 12, Biddy gets 1 new skill. Please also teach Biddy 2 additional skills, so 3 total, because you had accrued points previously.
Some more, 2 more animal.
Yeah, so you're gonna-
2 more.
Total of 3. Oh, no, I mean you automatically get those.
Oh.
Yeah. The first one was for this teaching period, and the other ones I'm just giving to you because you've already done some training. Yeah, I simplified this very heavily because it was super complicated for no reason.
Okay, so he gets
3 skills.
3 whole skills, and they don't have to be the skills that are listed here. If you can think of a basic skill, we can discuss it. But these ones are free to grab if you wanted to grab them.
Ooh.
Teach him fish are friends, not food.
So true. Oh. Where did I put that? That's what I put it out.
And then you also have to renew ham bone. So that Martella can start that. Morkella has no interest in me.
Oh.
The only magic I'm learning now is how to read.
Matt, give me a Cliff Note version of your theory before you forget it.
I wrote down the
Oh.
3 things you want.
I've already forgotten it.
Damn!
Oh no.
Shit.
Deep
Oh.
fried, sorry.
Alright, so for all intents and purposes, these are things that Biddy can do. You can explain that if you want. I would assume people would be kind of aware of what you're teaching Biddy if it takes a little bit of time anyway. But yeah, Biddy can now do all those things. I'm going to mark them in my notes as done. So, is there... Alright. So as you teach Biddy all these things, which one did you teach Biddy just now during this time frame with Morkella?
We'll go with thickened hide. Or the hide, yeah. that one.
Thickened hide, I got you.
And the other ones we'll say he's
All right.
already.
So as you kind of teach Biddy using the tiefling bones, as you use the tiefling bones as a treat, you do manage to kind of teach Biddy to move its body in such a way that blows on it, and by blows I mean you like kind of give it a flick because it's itty bitty. And as you flick it with your finger, it moves itself to either take a lesser blow, and then you give it a little nibble, or it shuffles its body to kind of reinforce that particular area, making it a little bit more firm and difficult to cause damage to. So over the course of like an hour or 2 hours, you do teach Biddy to kind of do this without thinking. Biddy has consumed at least one tiefling bone during this time. They really went to town on it. So, as you do that, Morkella has watched, fully intent and interested in your activities with Biddy, and gives you a mushroom wiggly nod of approval, as you have now successfully taught this mimic a few skills.
Ooh.
It is impressive that you are able to teach such a monstrosity to follow commands.
He's a cutie. He listens.
A QT. Is this a prerequisite for pet status?
Not necessarily.
I see. She's gonna think to herself. And I'm gonna roll to see if she says what I want her to say. Oh my god, she does. Is that why you keep this individual? And she's gonna look at Liari.
Oh my god.
What?
And Mats is gonna be chuckling in the corner, just.
Pyre's just gonna fucking lose it at that point. And just like takes a buffering moment of just like, wait, what did you just say? And then just die laughing. Inconsolable. Just cannot control.
She's
I'm
gonna...
just jaw on the floor right now. What?
Once in between my laughter, I'll be like, no, we have Liari in our group for more than you might think.
I see. I just assumed because lack of magical prowess.
They're very skilled in combat and very persuasive.
I see. I vaguely remember them trying to convince me that they had magic abilities. I was not convinced.
Yes, you're just far too smart for Markella. You saw right through her tricks.
Like I said before, I've never had any complaints up until this moment. I don't even know what's happening. I'm pretty sure I picked them up, but this is fine. Yeah.
Defending your honor, don't worry.
Thank you.
In any case, is there any further assistance that I can offer your group?
I think that's it for us today. Yeah? I'll look at the others.
Hambone.
Hambone?
Hambone.
Press the button.
There's a button somewhere.
Fine. The fuck is it?
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? Is it there? Oh, good. It is there. Enemy tiny did.
Yeah, no, I had a thingy turned on.
All right. So as you all kind of as you reanimate Hambone, Morkella does kind of watch you do that as well. Sees as the vines sort of rise up, as the bones connect themselves again a little bit firmer. You know, the passage of time, they loosen up a little bit, but Hambone is freshly. I'm gonna call it freshly pressed for no particular reason. The vines wrapping around each of the bones, seemingly providing it with this is gonna be a weird description, but with like musculatures and like the ability to move faster, better, have a stronger baseline than a traditional animated corpse does. Morkella watches this with fascination, because this is also something that is not a normal thing. She does kind of like take a moment and inspect a few leaves on Hambone and kind of like look inside, check out the feet. This is a fascinating style of magic. I am very happy that you have performed it for me again. Now, is there any additional things I can provide for all of you?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we have a appointment to get to.
Yeah, so we have a long day ahead, so we should probably get going.
Of course. Thank you for stopping in, and I will see you tomorrow. And she literally turns on her heel and goes back to work. As she does.
The day after, and the day after, and the day after.
Forever and ever and ever.
Eternity sounds wonderful.
In the Mind Palace, Mads, you're in.
Pyre's gonna re-secure Biddy inside of Hambone.
Re-secure.
Yeah, he's gotta be put in his baby carrier.
Alright, so you all make your way out of the Twilight Arcana then. Waits for confirmation.
Sure do. And over to Araltha's. Yeehaw.
Yep.
Alright, since this will kick off our next segment, I'm going to make this our quick break time.
Break time.
Primarily because I have drank 32 ounces of water and have a 16-ounce bladder.
Cheers.
That's uncomfortable.
I got a strong visual there.
You're welcome.
As well as a really uncomfortable question. Are you ready? Where are you keeping the other half?
My thoughts exactly. Not storing them in your kidneys.
It's
You've measured. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many shots fits into your bladder?
well, I
All
mean,
right, time to go piss.
you've got like the line, right? Like that, like holds it all, so it's just backed up.
The sphincter?
That's
Do you have liquid in your sphincter?
No. But it's like,
You're thinking of the urethra, I think.
well, okay, because like there's multiple ones, right? Like, yes, you're right, but there's like in all different places in the body, there's multiple things that allows things in that it doesn't go back out through. It's like a one direction thing. And they're all different sphincters, and we do not need to have this conversation, but I'm just saying. But they have like different names and stuff,
So-
but I'm drunk.
But I'm fair enough. All right,
I'm just gonna keep saying it because it's
I love it.
funnier for me.
it is. It's good. It's good. All right, give us. We'll do the roll after, provided food was eaten. But we shall away. Go
I'm Corinth. I'm Corinth.
Corinth. Go forth, my wonderful viewers. Get yourself a drink, get yourself an eats, and then get yourself back here for some cozy, interesting exposition time. That is all. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a great break, got a snack, got a treat, got a little something to sip on. Also, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, World of Akala. I need to give you a shout out because that is how we roll here. There we are. There we go. So,
Yeah.
I hope D&D was as exciting for you as it is for us currently. I don't know. Has today been exciting, guys? You tell me.
Yes.
Good.
I think so. It's been sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, Mads is popping up. Mads in Pyrie moment. And I'm just here. I just got fucking bodied for a while. I was just standing in the corner minding my own business.
Just doing your
She
thing
did.
and then getting called out for no reason.
It was awesome.
All right. Well, in any case, Raiders, welcome in. I am BoldMordred. I do D&D streams, as you can see here. I do some assorted other stuff, but primarily we stream on Mondays and do the Echoing Isles. Also, for all of you with me here now, if you don't already follow my wonderful players who are also streamers, please go do so. They are wonderful individuals, and we love them very much. And then, of course, if you'd like to play in one of these, you can click on that wonderful little link right there. Aha.
Play D&D.
Play D&D.
Do it.
Now,
It's fun. Do it.
it's fun. I mean, it must be fun if we're here
feel
for
the need to
33.
be honest, that I for sure did not eat anything since I've been home. So I don't need to roll my middle roll for
You don't
panties,
get your middle.
'cause-
This is like the first time in so long.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I had the drive today and I got home and I took an hour-long power nap and then I jumped in and we started playing. So I haven't eaten. I had food in the car, but I don't need to roll. It's
So food-
okay.
food
I'm gonna
after.
be honest. It's fine.
It's fine. You already have 3 pairs of DM panties. You're fine.
Yippee.
Yippee! All right. Well, in that case, we shall not do the middle roll, and we shall move forward. So, the party has made their way from Twilight Arcana after speaking with Morkella, and you are now in front of the Crucible and Candle. How do we go about doing these things here?
do you mean?
More like, what are you doing? You're outside.
Oh, I'm gonna go in.
Well, presumably.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
So Liari leading the charge, you
Dong.
all enter into the Crucible and Candle, and you see the familiar locale with the candle making supplies on one side and a crazy array of forge supplies on the other, and a large forge in the center of the room. You do see Oraltha is currently working on the candle portion of her business, putting some wicks into some currently just poured candle wax in small glass jars. And as you enter in, she finishes up, turns to you. Alright! It's nice to see you there, Liari.
Hey, good morning. Hard at work, I see.
Oh yeah, I had lots to do. How are you and your friends?
Well, we had a very exciting day yesterday. That's for sure.
Oh, did you? What did you do then?
We got to check out the racetrack. That was a good time.
Oh yeah, it's an entertaining time for sure. Who'd you bet on? Did you win?
Oh, we
yeah,
sure
I
did.
won.
Oh, you all won. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Did you all bet on the same racer?
Something like that,
sense.
yeah. Yeah, and also, I don't know if you heard, but it's going under new management moving forward. So that's the Harlan is out and Tarvalo is in.
Oh. Tarvalo, eh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Apparently, that race was a gamble for ownership of the venue. So
Ah, the lives the rich lead, huh? Betting entire businesses in a single roll of the dice.
yeah, it's just couldn't be me.
You'd have to be crazy to be betting something like that.
Yeah, they're definitely unhinged mentally, I think, for sure.
Oh, for sure, of course. But y'all wouldn't be getting mixed up in any of that, I'm sure. You're all much more responsible.
I don't know. Sometimes it's a little fun to play on the wild side. And then gives eyes. Let me live.
Eraltha's just gonna kind of give you a little wink. As she kind of sets all of her tools down, she does make her way over to you guys. All right, yeah. So the meeting should be starting soon. Did you want to head there now? Probably want to get there a little bit early.
Absolutely. And I also wanted to talk to you and potentially get recommendations. If you know somewhere I might be able to upgrade my bow, as it were, if there's any places that specialize in that around here.
Oh, bow stuff. You'd have to probably see someone in the Ivory Maw. They might know a specialty. That's outside of my jurisdiction, of course. I make crossbows, but it's not a bow like that.
Okay. I just was wondering if you had any I guess friends in the business that you could recommend me to, but I'll definitely go ask over at the Ivory Maw.
Ask over there, and I'll perhaps ask a couple of people I know and see if there's any exceptional pieces that might draw your eye.
I would really appreciate that.
Of course. High table question. Because I can't remember. Hyrie. Did we ever give Hambone his armor?
No, she was still making it.
That's right. I was sitting here, I'm like, I have it in my notes that she has the armor. I just don't know if I gave it to
You
you.
know, because we gave her the stuff and then
Yeah.
The following day was the race stuff.
So,
This is the first time we're seeing her since.
okay, back in then. Araltha does turn over to you, Pyrie. Hey, Pyrie! I finished your special commission just earlier this morning. Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Bring our little friend, of course. And she's gonna lead you to a table on the forge side of the shop, where there's a very small, beautifully made set of armor. It has rivets along the legs, like the interior and the bottom of it have a little bit of like a leather to it. But the exterior is made of metal. There are rivets along the legs and up the sides where the joints are. And there's one solid piece that goes from the back of the neck all the way down to where it meets the legs around the back. There's some form-fitted armor for head protection and a little chin strap so you can put it on. And she helps you put it on the first time so that you know how to do it in the future.
He's adorable.
Hambone is now an undead skeleton, covered in leaves and vines, fitted with leather and metal, and filled with a mimic. That is just... I feel like that statement is it's the epitome of this entire campaign.
It's only just the start.
It's only just begun.
Truly.
Araltha is very proud of her work, and looks at Hambone, double checking all the measurements, making sure everything fits really well. And then turns to you and says, "Right, well, if you ever need any adjustments made to it, you just let me know. I'd be happy to help you out with that."
Okay.
Wonderful. Now, are we prepared to head off?
I know I am. Looks at rest of group.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Sure.
All right, let's head off then, shall we? So, you guys make your way. Let me pull this up. All right, let me close this up a little bit and move you guys. Ah,
Ooh,
come here.
what's the dots? Interesting. Or not?
Wiggle bed.
Whoa. Oh, are we oh,
Kind of like about there.
new area. Oh.
So, you all make your way across town towards the northern part, but not the slums. This is going to be up near the Temple of Hippoius, the Siren's Cave, which is, well, the temple is to Hippoius, which is god of horses. And then the Siren's Cave is a very popular venue of the city, musical venue. Further up the path, which seems to be in much more disarray and less maintained than anything that came before it, there is in front of you a large, almost mountain, almost a spire, if you will, in front of you. Large cliff faces run along this riverside here, filled with trees, boulders, rocks, and wildlife. There are some stairs that you walk by that lead up the mountain, up on a very unkempt trail. And as you gaze upward through the trees, you can just make out what looks to be a very ruined tower of some kind. and it seems like no one really comes here. And as you make your way further along, you find that this particular guardhouse here seems to have been destroyed or partially wrecked at some point. And there is a small cave. Kind of, I say small, it's a large cave, and it leads under the cliff. Or Altha kind of motions and leads you down into that cave there. Go ahead and do this. As you make your way in, it is a thick, algae slick tunnel. It has some salt-encrusted lanterns flickering a light blue light of some kind, interestingly enough. The air smells very much like damp wood, iron, salt, and sweat. As you make your way through this tunnel, it sort of gets a little bit smaller, and you end up needing to walk a single file to make your way through. As you get your way through this tunnel, you do start to hear some murmuring coming from up ahead, as if there's a small crowd gathered. And eventually, the cave opens up to a small beach hidden beneath the cliffs, shaded from view of the city across the way and from natural light. You see the faces of absolutely dozens, if not hundreds of people who look about, waiting. There is a skeletal shipwreck, half buried in this cave, deep within the sands. And as you look around at these people, you see that every face is a little bit different. Some have scars, some have numbers burned onto their skin. Some carry that heavy toll that Liari can relate to. But it does seem like everyone is waiting and here for the same purpose. And in this cave, some whisper amongst themselves. Their voices carry just a bit, and you can make out some of the words being said. You can hear things along the lines of, actually, I would like everybody to roll, except for Pyrie, perception.
So true. I see God, so.
Yeah, you see everything. You're good. Did I not put the actual music in? Awesome. Hang on a second.
It was playing something until just now.
I just turned it off because I was going to switch the music, and then... Oh, no, here it is. Haha, I found it. I just named it weird because I'm dumb. Alright, Liari, you are... I want to use the word overwhelmed, because there are so many people here that you can already tell are kindred spirits in some form or fashion. And the amount of people you see here brings a lot of... Joy is the wrong word, but camaraderie might be the right word to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Mads and Pyrie, you hear conversations, just tidbits. A handful of these being things along the lines of, they say Silver Song streets ran red. And it trails off. The Black Chain turned rat, licking Yonti boots to save their own skins. Trails off. I heard they're shipping folk to Eternia in chains. Trails off. That's kind of the vibe you get as people discuss hearsay and rumors that have circulated. A gathering of people at the base of the ship, obviously wherever this announcement will come from, is going to come from the deck of this broken ship as everyone gathers up on the sand around it. Is there any particular place you would all like to stand? As this is a large cave with a ship in it. And I do not have a visual aid for this, because we are veering away from anything AI related.
I would probably either follow Araltha's lead or look for the place that offers, like, I guess, the best view of, like, everything that's going on, like everyone in the room and the ship and whatever else.
You trying to find a good spot. You do find your way off towards the left, like the more interior portion of the cave. There seems to be a small area that is slightly raised up. And you and the party make your way there, kind of staking it out as your own space. You get a great view of the crowd and of the deck of the ship, or what remains of the deck of the ship. And from here, you can see along that upper deck that there is still a captain's quarters intact, although the doors are closed. There seems to be a lot of waiting, these hushed voices just kind of muttering amongst themselves as Araltha kind of waits as well, just like kind of looking at the crowd.
I'd like to properly scan all the faces of the people in the crowd as well.
Are you looking for something in particular?
More so just if I recognize any of them, or like gauging their general, I don't know, because you said I'm surrounded by a bunch of people that we're from the same circumstances, so I'm kind of just taking that in, you know?
I guess you're looking around at them. Are you looking for someone in particular, or are you just trying to, like, okay. If you're looking for that someone in particular, go ahead and give me a perception for it. You are specifically looking for this person. You, with your vantage point, take a hard look around. But there is no recognizable hair or personages that you can find in this crowd.
Okay. Anyone that stands out to me in particular? Just in general with their behavior or the way they look, like maybe the way they're holding themselves.
As far as standout individuals, everybody here is so, ragtag's not the right word, but like randomly equipped, because it's not like a uniform. Everybody has a uniform, right? Like everybody has their own stuff, so it is a wildly variable crowd of individuals. Some have huge hulking coats of like furs and large weapons, whereas some other ones are very lean and small and have like wrapped fists. It's just so variable that standing out in this crowd would be difficult.
Okay.
So, as you all stand on the small hill, you hear a sudden hush as it fills this huge cavernous space as one of the doors on the captain's quarters of the deck of the ship swing open. Its hinges screech, and that echo flows outwards, being very loud at first and slowly losing its power as it drowns out most of the remaining conversation. From the door, some figures emerge, making their way along the broken upper deck. As they reach the crowd, they stand in front of a makeshift railing and desk, perhaps, overlooking this crowd of ragtag rebels. Liari, how familiar are you with the leadership of the Freehold Rebellion?
Probably vaguely with names if they're particularly famous, but if I had ever been around them previously, I may not have cared as much in the past to pay attention or remember, unless it was like post how do I say, separation timeline, I guess, when I chose this life for myself instead of going with the flow.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, this ought to be entertaining. So, you're at least familiar with the hierarchy of the Freehold Rebellion, and for player knowledge, there is a High Commander, which runs everyone, and there are regional commanders. There are 3 regions considered in the Echoing Isles, being the North, the South, and the East. Liara, you would also be very familiar, at least with the fact that the High Commander does not make appearances, ever. And leadership never gathers in a single place. So the fact that what seems to be large leadership positions gathering in one spot here is a serious matter. That being said, the members that step out, you see a towering human with some darker skin and a sunburst brand over the left eye. And as he gazes out towards this crowd of people, it lands on everyone for only but a moment, but you feel a physical weight in that gaze, as if he is measuring you, even for that split second as they roll over you. Following him is a very familiar figure to all of you. You see a dwarf, once proud, now a ruin. His right arm is gone, and the cloak around it is pinned shut. His left eye is a milky void with burn scars clawing across half of his face, the flesh twisted and raw. His beard, once a fiery cascade, is now patchy. The burned side now growing back in ragged tufts. You can hear his terrible breathing, even from where you stand. You recognize that this is Darius Ironfist, the regional commander from Silversong. Following this individual, you see a starved, very lean-looking elf in a very tattered scholar's coat. He has stained fingers that you can see even from here and carries a large book. Lastly, you see what you assume is a tiefling wrapped in gray bandages, almost like a catsuit, but just bandages with the horns sticking out. And small slits for the mouth and eyes. The human man, whose presence is very palpable, slams his gauntlet upon the railing of the ship. The sound rings out as the metal splinters the wood, and it seems to last too long in this enclosed space. And with that action, any last whispers die. The man's eyes burn into every person as he addresses the crowd. I am Thalric, High Commander of the Freehold Rebellion. These are the regional commanders, Darius, Aurelius, and Sarah. This information has been highly classified for quite some time to keep our organization safe from slavers, the law, and other threats. And those who knew their identities kept them secret. But secrecy no longer matters. Thalric lets his words carry out and only after a moment of complete silence, where only the water crashing on the shore seems to be heard before he continues. I shall clarify a few things for the benefit of everyone here. We have done well against the Black Chain, almost outright removing them from many of our cities and towns within the Echoing Isles in past years. But alas, a new foe has risen out of Eternia, you may have heard. A race of snake people who value only the lives of their own species. The Black Chain have joined these snake people, known as the Yuan-Ti, and together they have brazenly and openly attacked entire cities, taking those who survive as slaves or possibly worse. The crowd begins to murmur as 1,000 conversations begin almost all at once, but Thalric raises his hand, and it quickly quiets. This meeting has been called because we have reached a crossroads. We now decide how to make our next move against the Black Chain and the Yuan-Ti, who have joined together and have taken the city of Stonegar as their foothold from Eternia into the Isles. His gaze sweeps across the crowd, and it's as if he's staring into your soul. These actions cannot be allowed to escalate any further. So significant is this decision that you will all bear witness to it and understand the importance of your own dedication to the cause. We will now hear a report from each region, and a decision for all the Freehold Rebellion will be made here tonight. Thalric will turn towards the other atop the wreckage of the ship and addresses Darius first. He says, "Report, Darius, Northern Region Commander." The voice of Darius is a little different than you remember. It's more raspy, crunching like gravel, as if his vocal cords were damaged at some point since you last saw him. "Silversong's a corpse. The snakes rolled in like the damn plague. Blade rebels or civilians who resisted, strung them up when they got tired of skinning, left them for the crows. Locked even more in stocks, myself included, so we could watch as our friends suffered. Anyone who tried to help us, dragged off screaming, killed on the spot. Survived only by pure hatred. And only left so that I could make this report as the last remaining member of the Freehold in Silversong." He takes a deep breath, raspy and heavy, gasping almost as he speaks loudly, angrily. "I say we assault Stoneguard with everything we've got. We burn the city to the ground, kill every snake, every slaver, every coward who stood by." His spittle flies out of his mouth as he slams his remaining fist against the rickety rail, and a resounding crack of wood echoes outwards. Thalric does not move, but only speaks. "Contain yourself, Darius. A decision will be made soon enough." His eyes move to the next person on the broken ship. The elf in the scholar's coat. "Report, Verelius, Eastern Region Commander." The person talks with the sort of voice that you can only get doing nothing but studying books.
Quillhaven and the surrounding isles have seen an uprising of Yuan-ti. Though they seem to be smaller troops, controlling the cities has been tough, and the city guards have done much of the heavy lifting. But the Black Chain has made appearances, but not in conjunction with the Yuan-ti in the east. So it seems that any alliance between them has yet to be across the entirety of the Isles. Overall, the Yuan-ti assaults and general Black Chain activity are contained in the east. At least no city in the east has fallen or been taken.
Verilius pulls out a notebook of some kind and sets it on the table in front of him.
It stands to reason that based on the information we have, that the Yuan-ti only care for their kind, which means that they likely had to coerce the Black Chain into working for them under force or brutality. I would suggest that we look into turning the Black Chain against the Yuan-ti, to make it clear that regardless of how much assistance they offer the snakes, they'll eventually be next.
Darius turns and mockingly,
You expect us to work with those pieces of shit, Varellus? You must be getting soft.
the murmurs in the crowd begin to rise in pitch. Thalric just kind of looks across everyone and slams his gauntlet on the railing one more time. The murmurs cease immediately. Thalric turns to Darius. Watch your tongue, Darius. You will not be warned again. Darius scowls at Varellus, but says nothing. Thalric looks towards the last person, the tiefling woman wrapped in bandages. Her skin is almost completely covered by them, and you can just barely make out, perhaps, that she wears some thin, tight leathers underneath the bandages, and you can see these small curled horns coming out of her head that remain unbandaged as well. Thalric says, "Report. Sarah, Southern Region Sub-Commander." Stoneguard's crawling with Yuan-ti now. Her voice a little raspy and light. There is no official government there anymore. The snakes run everything. Anyone who disagrees is put down or enslaved. They've got the Black Chain rounding up cargo like obedient dogs. Many of our operatives there have been found out and promptly killed, with only a few remaining members still in place. Only the region commander, Azalea Havensong, is known to have been captured and left alive, though for what reasons I do not know. Her last known location was solitary confinement in the cellar. Sarah takes a moment, seemingly thinking, and addresses Thalric. As for what we should do, I would like to suggest that both the regional commanders make good points. We cannot trust the Black Chain Syndicate, but we can use them like the dogs they are. Dogs bite when they get kicked hard enough. And when they bite, that's when we hit hard. We'll have to smuggle in a small team, sabotage their ships, their communications, break their chain of command, perhaps set fire to their docks and guardhouses. We make the snakes panic before we strike in mass and overwhelm them. There's a small grunt of agreement from various places in the crowd, but with a single slight turn of Thalric's head, these whispers stop immediately. Lastly, report. Elias Thornwood, Eastern Research Division. And you see Elias up there. And Elias stutters for a moment, as speaking to the crowd is obviously something he is not familiar with. stuttering as he does. He takes a deep breath, calms himself, and then speaks very clearly, concisely, with words that he clearly practiced. The Yuan-Ti are using little-known magic to maintain their humanoid appearance, as they normally stand nearly 10 feet tall and just as wide, with a snake bottom half and a humanoid torso, arms, and serpentine head. They wear small pieces of jewelry, forged here in the Isles by the Thornbridge family out of Silversong, enchanted to allow them to walk about nearly identical to humanoids. Elias takes another breath. These rings constrict their true form and power. If you fight a Yuan-Ti in human form, do not allow them to remove this jewelry, as their abilities and power will increase greatly. Only when they are slain should you remove the jewelry. They should be gathered together so that they can be destroyed. So do not lose them. Elias finishes his speech and realizes in that moment just how many people he just spoke to, and looks overwhelmed as he kind of takes a step back, kind of trying to shirk away from the eyes of the crowd as he turns back towards Thalric. Thalric closes their eyes and takes a long pause, creating an uncomfortable silence. And no one breaks it, not a single whisper, as he considers. Eventually, Thalric opens his eyes once more, looks from the regional commanders towards the crowds, and speaks as only a person put into that sort of position can. Stoneyard's walls are thick. If we charge blindly, we will end up as pikes on their ramparts. We also will not work with the Black Chain, but we can sow discord amongst them and the Yuan-Ti. We shall strike Stoneyard soon, but not today, not recklessly. Virilus, use your resources and determine their weakest points, find their patrol routes, get their numbers. He's going to turn towards Sarah. Sarah, your teams will infiltrate. They will sabotage the docks, the armory, communications. Find smugglers and planet. And lastly, he turns towards Darius. You can sate your bloodlust, but you will have to practice patience until we strike. And when we do, you shall be at the head of it. Thalric turns towards the room or the cave of rebels, looking at each one as well as you can in a crowd individually. Hear me now, Freehold. We will need ships, allies, weapons, coin, and contracts to make this happen. If you have connections to any town or city governments, perhaps smugglers such as the COC or any other individuals who wield significant power, we must call upon them to aid us. Those of you who can assist in this matter, stay and speak with me. The rest of you, prepare to set out from the Isle within a few weeks' time. Dismissed. The crowd begins to disperse as 100,000 conversations begin at once, all talking over one another. Thalric turns towards his commanders, and a few individuals make their way up a partially broken staircase to the deck of the ship where they are. Araltha just kind of turns to the party. Big eyes. Whoa. This is huge.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Also, I'm very sorry for how much I talked at you guys. There was a lot to get out.
And I was fucking
It's okay.
in love with that
I
shit.
say I was enjoying it. Yeah.
Ooh.
I was getting out my thoughts in the chat. No worries.
I wanted to put the chat up, but I was like, I gotta focus on my reading.
Yeah.
Of all the people, darn. Anyway, so we're all those. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? There's a lot going on.
Well, it sounds like what we were intending to do is very much aligning with what the rebellion's intending to do, so I know my next steps. We were tasked to speak if we have any connections, so
Oh yeah, you all knew Bennu, don't you? You met him once.
yeah, I've been laying the groundwork for just this exact thing, so this is really interesting timing.
That's some crazy convenience. Right?
Are you
I'll wait here. I'm a little gun shy, as you say.
Since when?
Oh, not to slavers, just to the ones who fight them. I met Thalric once before. He's a strong individual. Very firm.
That's saying something if you're quaking in your boots.
I'll support you from out here. Yeah. I'll follow you to the stairs. You're going up to talk to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of wait for your cue.
And then mentally to Mads, I'm gonna be like, also that meeting with the COC later may or may not be coming in handy right now. I'll leave it up to you whether or not you mention them, but I'm at the very least going to bring up Bennu and our connections there.
We'll test it out and see how they feel about it.
And then I'm just gonna kind of start walking towards where I'm supposed to go.
Okay.
I'll follow after.
Okay. So Liari and Mads are making their way up. Pyrie, are you joining?
I'm just gonna follow them.
Okay. Joe will also make their way as they do, following the party. As you make your way up to the deck of the ship, there are a number of people now coming down. It seems like Thalric is talking with his regional commanders. And right now, you see that the three commanders are facing away from you. Elias is kind of off to the side, sitting on a partially broken rail, and lights up as he sees you all start to climb the stairs and runs over. Oh, guys, it's great to see you.
Hey, Elias, that was some speech you gave.
It was. We learned a lot. It was really important information. Thank you for getting me here.
Yeah, no problem. It's seeming really dire out there right now, isn't it?
A little bit. We're probably one of the closest major cities to it right now. Most of the eastern cities are well taken care of.
Yeah, hopefully we can get enough resources to end this whole nightmare.
That's a good idea. Hopefully, I hope people can come together for it. We're gonna need a lot of help.
We will do our best.
I
You know
know you guys will.
if they've been talking about a timeline for any operations moving forward?
We discussed a little bit, but as Ulrich said, within a few weeks, it could be one or three.
Okay. Well, keep yourself safe during these. Are they treating you well? Are you okay?
Oh, very well. Thank you for asking. Now that I've given my information, I don't have to stay at the safe house anymore. I can come out and hang and see Araltha and you guys.
Do you think it's safe to do so? Do you feel in danger at all?
Now that the information has been disseminated, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of look around to see, like, if the crowd talking to the dude is, like, thinned at all.
So the only ones left up on the deck of the ship at this point, because not a lot of individuals came forward. Only a handful did, out of the probably close to at least 1,000 people here, if not more.
Oh God.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's also a town of thousands of people, and anyway, but case in point, probably around 1,000 people ish. Only a handful came up. There's not a lot of people that were able to provide the connections and such that Thalric is looking for. Right now, he is speaking with the 3 regional commanders. Well, I suppose the 2 regional commanders and the regional sub-commander, but for all intents and purposes, they're the commander now.
Okie dokie. Then, if, no one else is there, I'm just gonna kind of nod to Elias and say, well, Araltha's waiting at the bottom of the stairs, but if I don't see you, then I guess I'll catch you around, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Araltha. We got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Good luck. And he's gonna head down the stairs.
The sweetest bean.
We love Elias. The first NPC.
Yeah, he watched me slaughter someone and then got caged up.
Yep. What a time.
What a
What
guy.
a different time that was.
So much has happened since then that it just is like, wow.
it
Just
feels
wanted
like-
to go to the
Remember when?
plant stop. I
Feels
just wanted
like
to go see plants.
Ever. So Thalric is in your direction, but he is not watching you, whereas all of the regional commanders are facing away in a loose semicircle around him.
Okay, I'll just walk up kind of like respectfully and like stand like a little ways off. Like I'm not trying to intrude or anything, but just kind of wait my turn, I guess. To, in a place where it gets their attention, I guess. They can see.
Yeah. As you kind of step forward, Thalric looks up and meets your gaze. Will you roll a, I guess? roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh Lord.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Baby. What is that?
No.
It's okay.
not,
I'll just piss myself. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. It was really just more of like how well you hold yourself under his gaze. So as he looks up from his commanders, you feel overwhelmingly intimidated by this individual. This is a person who has done so much for the cause and there are ghost stories about this individual throughout the Echoing Isles and how quickly and easily they are able to dispatch any person from the Black Chain. They are truly the most impressive anti-slaver you've ever heard of or met, and their gaze is weighted. So,
Well, clearly my body language is gonna have to change with a 1, so I'm gonna get a lot smaller and like drop my gaze both from intimidation and like respect and like trying not to be a bother.
damn.
Yeah.
You watch as he turns his eyes back towards his regional commanders, gives a single wave of his hand, which seems dismissing, and the commanders kind of give him a short bow and turn to leave. As they turn to leave, Darius stops mid-step as he looks at a party of people that worked with him in Silversong. It takes a moment before he sees you. You. Where were you?
Oh, okay.
This is really aimed at everybody, not just you.
Yeah.
This is more of a group thing here.
I'm definitely
trying
trying.
to look at the others. We had to leave.
I redo the explaining.
You had to leave? You left while the city burned? You fled
don't
like
have to ask Alex.
cowards!
You can do whatever.
Just do it.
Technically, we were chased out and then hunted, and then we were hunted by lizard things, and then there was a hag, and then we got lost on a beach. But then we got boats, and then somehow we ended up here. And then there was crabs in between there. Yeah.
Give me a persuasion roll from Pyrie, specifically. That being said, this is a very high DC. He is nothing but angry. He is so pissed. Damn, that's really close to the fucking DC, too. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Woo.
I have a +8 on persuasion.
That's nuts, because yeah. DC was 25, so he got really close. Really close. He's not a happy camper, guys.
He shouldn't be.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
You're gonna tell me you fled from the city. You fled from a hag. You went to a beach. You left my people to die.
We didn't know it was happening. We were chased off well before that happened.
You were capable. You were at the festival when they put
We were at
martial
the
law.
festival, and then we had other things. We were literally chased out, and then in the jungle, in an unknown place, and then chased by lizards.
Thalric takes
No less.
a single step forward, and Darius starts as he kind of turns back with his one good eye to see Thalric. Thalric just gazes down at him without a single word, and then flicks his eyes away in the indication of it's time to leave. You watch as the boilingly angry, raging inside Darius pushes past you and goes down the steps onto the beach and leaves the cave.
I just want it to be known that I looked very broken throughout all of that, and if he was gonna swing on me, I would have let him just fucking pummel me. That's like the vibes I was giving off, because I was already small from the leader, and then like hearing all of that shit, like that hurted deep in the soul. So I was not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, as Darius wanders off, Thalric watches him go. Pyrie, with your 19 passive perception, because you can see God, you see a hint of sadness in his eyes, just for a moment, before he steals up, if you will, and turns back to the party. Hello. I am Thalric, as you know, High Commander of the Freehold Rebellion. Of whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Wait, is this not us?
This is you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Mads. These are my companions, Pyrie and Liari, and I'll motion to them, as well as Joe.
Hi.
And Hamba.
And Hambone. He's gonna look at Hambone for a second and just not engage.
We're travelers hoping to join your cause.
I see. It is likely that you were brought here by at least a member of our cause who is a member of the Freehold Rebellion. Is it you, Mads?
No, look over at Liari.
That's me, sir.
Hmm.
And Araltha showed us where the meeting was tonight.
She's kind of like gonna look you up and down, Liari. How long have you been a member of our cause, Liari?
That's kind of a long and complicated story, but it's been a while, I guess. I've been more freelance than anything else.
I see. And in your freelancing, you have carried the cause, you have helped those in need, and removed those who would hurt others.
That was always the goal, yeah.
Then stand prouder. He's just gonna stare at you. But this is less of an intimidating stare and more of a accepted. Like, you are very accepted and welcome here.
I'll straighten up a little bit, but mentally I'm still kind of fucked up from
Oh,
the
yeah,
information that I found out. So I'm like, but yeah, body language, I'll be less like intimidated, but I'm still like, yeah, upset.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you have made your way up here, then you likely have something to offer. What assistance are you able to provide for our cause?
To keep it brief, we've also been working towards ending things in Eternia of our own devices. So I've made contact with Bennu and have got reassurances from him that any resources that he thinks he can spare, he'd be willing to help out with. I think now that the situation is much bigger than what I had initially thought it was, perhaps we will be able to have a more in-depth conversation with him. But as far as I'm aware, he's at least willing to help in some regard.
That is very good news. We did not have a contact for Mayor Bennu, and it is fortuitous that you have come to us in our time of need. Liari, was it?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. This shall be a great boon. Is
Yeah.
there anything else that you might provide for us?
I'm gonna kind of look over at Mads.
I know of some people in the area. You may have heard of them, the COC.
Yes.
I, at one point, was a member of said group, and I no longer have affiliations with them or support them. However, they are here in the area, and they are very keen on talking to me, and most likely trying to kill me. And that we will be meeting them tonight at the docks to hopefully end things peacefully.
The COC are not known for ending things peacefully, as you say, nor do they
I'm very
allow
aware.
people to leave their ranks, at the very least. But he's gonna look you up and down and give you, like, an extra glance over and kind of assess you. Wisdom saving throw.
That thing we're all good at.
Okay, that's good.
Yippee!
You absolutely feel yourself being assessed. Like, hard assessed. You have never felt more assessed in your abilities. Well, if fortune favors you and you live through the night, and the COC could perhaps be reasoned with, or we would even be willing to provide compensation for their assistance, specifically due to our rough plan. We would like to be able to smuggle a fair amount of individuals into Stoneyard for sabotage. And there is no better smugglers than the COC. If you are able to convince them to provide us with assistance, it would be most welcome, Mads.
I will try my best, but cannot promise much.
Indeed. We can only hope that things turn in our favor. We need powerful individuals and resources. This shall be quite the endeavor. He's gonna look over at Pyrie and Hambone.
Ah.
Hello there. You seem different than your friends.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Being different is a boon. And who is this friend of yours? He's gonna look at Hambone.
This is Hambone.
Hambone. Why is your pig covered in leaves, if I might ask?
Pyre's gonna like look like you know when cartoon characters do that funny little like looks around and then like pulls them closer, pulls the person closer to like whisper something to them.
Do you reach out and like pull him closer?
No, you know the little like hand wave, be like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta. Okay. He leans in a little bit.
You see, he's undead.
Undead.
Pyre's gonna like lift up like one of the leaves, like one of the exposed leaves, and just be like, see.
He's gonna lean back a moment, kind of unsure about you specifically.
And then Pyre's gonna pick a Hambone, like turn Hambone around, be like, and you're full of surprises. Yes, you are.
He's gonna look back to Liari. It seems that you have surrounded yourself with powerful allies. Very wise of a freelance rebel.
It did seem like fate had something in store for us when we came together, so hopefully as a group, if we can get all the resources we need, we can dispatch the enemy.
Yes. Hopefully, if you can speak with Bennu, providing perhaps a fair number of city guard volunteers, city coordination, and perhaps ships for transport, that shall be a great boon for our cause. And of course, I'm just going to turn back to Mads. The smugglers would be a welcome addition to our ranks for this endeavor. We are all one against these Yuan-ti. I am unsure if you've encountered one, but I can assure you they are unpleasant.
I've never encountered one myself as far as I'm aware.
Huh?
They are terrifying, so make sure you keep your wits about you, and follow the words of our reports and Elias. Do not allow them to remove their jewelry, which constricts their power. Now, if you do happen to know of any other assistance that might be provided to our cause, I would hear it. But I must away. I have much to consider and prepare. He will give you guys... Oh, I remember now. I thought you were literally just lying to him.
Yeah, no.
No, moment of weakness.
That was a shock moment.
I was like, didn't we
The
literally
Crimbus.
just, like,
The reason
and
I
then,
didn't
like,
remember is because I just took the ring off. So then once he said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you
get it
still
now.
have that ring in your backpack. I didn't forget.
I'm glad someone did.
So with that, Thalric kind of looks at each of you in turn for just a moment, gives you a small nod as a group, and makes his way past you, down the stairs, The crowd has almost completely dispersed at this point, and some stragglers kind of move aside to let him pass as he makes his way out of the cave and into the city proper.
Alright. I'm gonna kind of mentally collect myself and then go back down the stairs towards like Oraltha, I'm assuming. Where I'm at least gonna look for her and Elias. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna be chatting.
Her and Elias are just a little bit off from the bottom of the stairs. They seem to be engaged in conversation.
I'll just kind of walk over to them and see if the party's following.
Is the party following?
I'm
Yeah, I'll
good,
follow.
thanks.
You're gonna stay?
I don't know. What are we doing? Where are we going? What's happening? I've been
Leaving?
holding Hambone this whole time playing with him.
Attention.
I feel like that's so Pyrecore, man.
What are we doing here? There's a funny man. Where'd the funny man go?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a funny man. Someone talked to me. People got serious. Yelled at me. I don't know.
Y'all got monologue for like 10 minutes? Good times.
I am. Yeah, I'll just walk over to them unless it looks like they're having some sort of private conversation.
No, they're just talking. And as you kind of walk up, they seem to be talking about candle scents.
Real.
As you approach, they kind of like finish their conversation with whatever like last line they say. They kind of turn, and you hear Elias with, how did it, and Oraltha interrupts him. How did it go?
You know, could have been worse.
I think Hambone made a friend.
Oh, we all love Hambone.
Who? Hambone?
Pyre's just gonna like shove the pig in his face and be like, yeah, oh, we love this little face.
Hang on, I gotta roll a thing. Hang on. Wow, 2 2s.
Well.
It's just, oh, Hambone's cute.
And just kind of like give him a little snuggle.
Let's go. Hambone's making new friends today. My boy. He's so popular.
The boy. I'm gonna turn to Oraltha and say thank you for bringing us to the meeting, because there was a lot of information that I think I needed to hear today.
It was a lot to take in. Oh, we got a different voice now. Hang on. That was a lot. That was a lot. Oraltha's voice just shifts on a daily basis, so we're just gonna make her dwarven voice, and I'm just gonna make that her voice now. Right. It seems like it was a lot to take in. That was.
Yeah, that was quite a bit.
I'm fine.
You're doing great. Look at you doing. All your good stuff there. Little chuckles and talking with Ulrich.
Yeah, I can see why you're intimidated by him, but he's a nice guy, so I'm not exactly sure why you were hiding.
Well, you know, not one for leadership. I'd much rather leave it to someone else, you know. But,
Can I suss that out a little bit further? Like,
Sure, roll an insight check. or ask a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
God fucking Jesus. All right, you have the minimum of 10.
Crazy.
With a 21, it feels like Araltha would be a really good candidate for leadership. So it's kind of weird that she doesn't want to be leadership. But then again, I mean, she just likes to stop them, and maybe like she'd have to be more quiet if she was leadership. Who knows?
Okay, so there's nothing like
There's no
overtly sus
actual-
about her saying that it's just a personal choice is how that's coming across.
That's basically it. Yeah, there's not like a hidden secret story there. It's just she's just never really taken up the mantle of leadership,
All right, fair
as far
enough.
as you can tell.
Yeah. Well, I will let that go then. Just be like, well, I mean, yeah, to each their own, I guess. You know, it's not for everybody.
Ah, I'm much better off being right in the front, stabbing them in the face.
And you sure are good at that.
I sure am good at that. Right, so should we be off then?
Yeah, I think getting out of this dark place could do wonders for the atmosphere and the mood.
Right, Elias, you want to catch a bite to eat, maybe? Oh, right, I'll take that as a yes. How about the rest of you?
I would love some food.
Yeah, I could go
Perfect.
for some food.
I know
Some hot
that
chocolate.
Best. Right, I was gonna suggest fish, but hot chocolate too, right? Yeah.
I like fish. Fish is great.
You ever had fish and hot chocolate? I can't say it's a good combination.
And this is just conversation you have as you make your way out of the cave.
So you say that, but I recently saw this master chef who rolled some like really good beef in some cocoa powder and served it
That's
up, and
not
apparently
the
that
same.
tasted good.
No, that's not the same thing. Fish and chocolate's weird. If you do beef and chocolate or beef and coffee, it's fantastic. I promise.
We're close to go, man.
The way you were like so adamant about this very weird detail of like, I don't know, why not? And you're just like, no.
The amount
Don't
of
do it.
cooking shows I have watched with my wife over the last 16 years, I promise.
But have you done it?
I have, actually.
You put chocolate on fish and went
Not
nah.
on fish. No, I guess I haven't put chocolate on fish. Are you gonna go put some chocolate on fish and tell me how it turns out?
No, I'm not Liari.
Okay, but chocolate on like any form of potato is actually kind of fire.
But that's a potato.
Yeah.
Potato.
I'm offering alternatives.
Oh, like how you dip like fries in your milkshake or whatever?
Yeah, like in a chocolate frosty.
Okay.
But
But like
nobody's-
also just like, have you ever had like
I'm
a
seeing the
potato chip
vision.
dipped in chocolate before? Because
Oh
that
yeah,
shit
that's a
slaps.
thing.
Of what dipped in chocolate?
Potato chip dipped in chocolate.
Yeah. No, that's delicious. That's a potato chip. But nobody's going to McDonald's getting the fish sandwich and putting some McFlurry on it. You know what I mean? Like,
You could have
I
just
mean,
stopped
either-
at no one's going to McDonald's and getting the fish sandwich. You could have stopped. That was perfect.
Coulda stopped
You're
there.
right.
oh man. Okay.
Yeah, because Liari is the one that liked the like, what is it, candied cucumber? I would never.
Yeah, that's a valid
Everyone
point.
ended up liking it. which is
Liari's
really
like,
funny.
if it's edible and
All
not
right.
gonna kill me, it's probably fine.
Here's what we got. You guys make your way into town. You find yourself a nice place that serves fish. you get some fish with chocolate on it, and you all kind of take a bite, decide whether you like it or not. Everybody roll a d20.
Yay!
If you get a
Feel
nat
like my
20, you
results
like
are
it.
relevant.
So for
I
some,
rolled very high, which makes sense, because like I said, if it's edible and not gonna kill you, she's fine.
so Liari, what were these? Liari and Aroltha, surprisingly, enjoy it the most and finish off most of the fish, with Pyrie following up. Mads, it's not your style, you know, meh. And Elias and Joe despise it. Canonical.
Amazing.
I'm so happy we
Now
did
we
this.
know.
Now we know. So anyway,
The last discussion. I sense a weem.
I don't even know how I would make this weeb like.
You can just have us in front of plates of fish with chocolate.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
it's like, you know, the like council layout where everyone's sitting around discussing like stuff, and it's just
Oh my
like
God.
chocolate on fish, and then everyone's like voting.
Okay, hear me out. The Last Supper.
I got it. I know what I'm doing. Hang
Oh my
on.
god, yeah.
That being said, guys, what are you've enjoyed? So you went here towards the evening time, because that's when the meeting was. It's like later in the day. You're getting out evening time, had dinner. I would say it is early night, around the time where, let's say like 7 of the next day.
Well, it's probably time to go find some cock, I guess.
Down
True.
by the bay.
Yeah?
Yeah, time to go
Does
to the
chocolate go on
docks.
watermelon?
Do we need to roll for this?
Does watermelon go on fish?
No. No, it doesn't.
Does watermelon go on fish?
Yeah, I'm just making permutations of ingredients that we're picking up as we go.
Does cucumber go on fish? Sugared cucumber.
Okay, I feel like that would probably actually be a yes, depending on various dishes, because cucumber is often used as like a side condiment thing.
Okay. But I was thinking sugared
various cucumbers.
specifically, though.
A lot of cucumber salads have sugar in them sometimes, especially if they're mixed with certain spices.
Yes.
So technically speaking, it could count.
All right. I concede. So anyway.
If anyone in chat tries it, leave it in the comments and tell us how it was.
Yeah, I know, right?
The official
The
voting.
unhinged conversations we have in D&D about fish and chocolate. What a time.
It's really funny because if you Google cucumber on fish, it talks about how to feed a cucumber to a fish, which I think is really funny.
What?
Apparently, you can feed cucumbers to small fish,
I mean,
Huh.
okay.
but also you can put cucumbers on fish, which is very funny. It's just a very interesting series of events. This Google page.
Oh no. Google knows what's up.
Google just like
Weird.
gave me they gave me a bunch of videos for it, for feeding fish cucumbers, and then you scroll down and then it's just recipes. It's funny.
So in any case, I finished my weeb. Where are we at, guys?
Me?
Probably ready to go to the docks.
Okay.
I would like to
Hypothetically
pray one more time.
Before I die.
I feel like I feel like I would. Normally, I don't think you'd get this many rolls for praying, and I think going into the COC denotates an extra prayer for the day. What are you asking?
That if they try to kill me again, she'll help me so I don't die again.
Weem is up. Also, go ahead and roll your D100.
Save me, got it.
Pretty good, potentially. So what my D8 was I was trying to
Whoa.
reconnect our brains before we head to the thing, but I think I'm gonna re-roll that because 2 sucks. There we go. I'll take 6.
Okay. Anyway, enjoy Weem while I look something up.
That's, yep. The Knights of the Round Table.
The chocolate syrup.
Okay, well, I don't know why you would put it on salmon, though. Like, to be fair, there are some white fish that essentially the flavor is only what you season it
Yeah.
with, essentially. Like, I feel like that's where you would go with the... But
Imagine
if you
putting it
wanna
on
do
like
chocolate
fried
on
cod or
salmon,
something, you know?
Sure.
'Cause it's like, I don't know, it's like really white. It's a white fish that just like doesn't have much flavor. It's just like the fried taste.
The fried taste.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right, all right. Mads.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, you said what exactly? Were you praying?
I was praying that since I was going up against the COC again, the same people that killed me previously, that if they tried to do that again or if they succeed, that she may be able to help me once again.
I need a separate D100 roll.
Okay.
Okay. Mads,
Mhm.
you take a moment, like during the dinner, everyone's talking, and you just kind of zone everyone out entirely. And focus wholly on speaking with the goddess about the situation you're about to find yourself in. As you reach out to see if you could find the goddess, to find that connection, you find that you find that the way you connected with the goddess before feels different. Like, you know, when you get like maybe a brand of something and it's not the same the next time you get it, like they changed an ingredient or they changed the texture or something.
Mhm.
It's as if the entire way that you have been praying to the goddess and reaching out to feel that connection feels different. It feels difficult. It feels stunted. You try to reach out. I need to know if. Well, actually, if you when you prayed, would you have left the group or would you have been at the table?
I probably wouldn't have done it at the table.
Yeah,
Just in case like I start glowing and stuff.
that's valid. Okay. You make your way away from the group and do this. You do not feel that same connection to the goddess. It is different now for whatever reason. And you push through that weird feeling and it sort of directs you in your mind, pushes towards yourself, and your friends, and you're so happy that you have someone with you, people with you that you trust going into this situation, and that fills you with a sense of camaraderie and safety. You feel yourself exude that veil magic. You become familiar enough that you know when you're exuding it externally outside of your body. You open your eyes for a moment, and instead of that red, you see the gold, and you see the petals of your lotus in a beautiful golden sheen as this veil energy swirls around you. You feel it seemingly coalesce from everywhere around you and pull inside, all inside of your skin through everything, and you feel it in the center of your body as you feel the well of veil magic inside of you increase by 1. You did not get to connect to the goddess, but your veil magic has increased.
Let's go.
Do with that information as you will.
It's sad. She's still not picking up the phone.
Maybe I should call her.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh. Jesus. I was so happy. You're like, no.
That was. The goddess is the only one Mads cares about.
I wasn't gonna take her. I was just gonna wingman a little. Oh, God. Like, girl, why are you mad? What
I
happened?
attempt to steal her panties. I just
Steal
can't
the
have
goddess
that.
panties.
No, listen, if the occasion arises, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna force the issue. We're about consent here. Anyways.
So, Jesus Christ, this
Poor
fucking
Blaine.
group, man. This fucking group. I don't even know what to do with you people.
I don't know what to do with me either.
All right. So evening comes. You've eaten. Araltha and Elias go and enjoy an extra drink together and leave you to pursue your own endeavors. The 4 of you make your way to the docks in the slums.
Are we walking up as a proud party of 4, or are the 3 of us gonna kind of hang back in the shadows and try and be kind of stealthy about it?
That was my next
gonna
question.
Ask you. Yeah. I feel like you guys should be try to do the stealthy route. Because they're only
All
expecting
right.
me as far as I'm aware.
I wish the rest of the party good luck and I go stealth mode.
I'll look at Pyrie and Joe and just be like, please be careful.
Joe,
Yeah,
do you
I'm
have a
watching
good
them.
idea?
I'm watching you. Our brains are connected.
How's your ideas? Oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. Joe's just kind of like, why don't, why? Hey, Pyrie,
Yeah.
you can be, you could be a horse and a mouse, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, since Liari's being sneaky, do you think it'd be a good idea if you were sneaky and like I could pretend to just be the only friend Mads brings, and like you could just be in my pocket.
Look at Joe go!
Oh my god, he's cooking.
I'll do you one better. You hold on to Hambone and I will hide inside of Hambone's head.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could go in there with Biddy.
Biddy's in the
Okay.
time I can be in Hambone's head, peeking out the eye socket.
That's horrifying.
All right, so Joe takes Hambone, and then you become.
I can become a mouse.
I mean, you have a lot of things you could become, to be honest. It's not necessarily limited to what we have.
We'll just say I become a little rat. I'm a little rat.
You a little rat.
I'm a little rat. I'll
Rat
find inside
pirate.
him a head and I'll peek out the mouth.
Okay. Be a pyre rat, Hambone, Biddy, all being carried by Joe.
Yep.
So at this point, for all intents and purposes, Mads and Joe are left entering the slums, quote unquote, on their own. Liari, are you following on the streets, on the rooftops? How are you doing this?
Do the rooftops look actually stable in this area? Because I know that's suspicious over here.
They are not great, but they're not they're not abandoned. They're just not well maintained. So it'd be a higher DC to do stuff.
I'll stay on the ground unless I spot somebody, in which case I would want a vantage point, if that makes sense.
Nope, that makes sense to me. Let me write this down. All right.
I don't know. My rooftop stuff is usually an acrobatics roll, right?
Mm-hmm. You should be.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just go up on the roof.
You'll
I'm a
be
god.
solid on the
I don't
roofs.
care. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go up on the roof. Fuck it.
So
I'll be the lookout. I will be the high ground Anakin.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
Mads, you look for the location specified in the note. The southernmost point on the northern docks. You guys make your way down here. Liari, please roll me a stealth and an acrobatics, just generally for your activity on the rooftops. Wow. I swear you rolled a 5 and a 3.
I don't think I did.
Go ahead and also roll me a perception, as well as the rest of the party. Roll me a perception.
Okay. Your lookout's very mid, but it's here.
Huh.
It's okay, mine's worse.
Damn.
You're too nervous. You're like quaking in your boots.
I'm scared.
Wow.
Mom,
Wow.
Do I still have to run my thingy?
Nah, you can use the Pyre stats for it. It's fine. Damn, guys. So, Liari, moving along the rooftops, hopping roof to roof, you feel very secure that you are being stealthy, but it is difficult to get a good look around. There are plenty of suspicious individuals, people in poverty, and people taking advantage of those in poverty in this area. But they're not your concern right now. You're looking for anyone who seems suspicious. You've seen some people following you in the
with the
past.
funny cock symbol. What was it?
Mhm.
Some sort of jewel thing?
Yes, it is a Carnelian gem
That's
broken
what it is.
into.
Yep.
Mads and Joe, you don't see anything because you are making your way towards this place, and it's just a lot of shadows everywhere. Pyre, as a rat, you are sniffing, you are looking, you are doing your damnedest. It smells bad here. It smells real bad here. Tarvalo can't run this place, like, gentrify it fast enough. But you don't really see anyone that stands out to you, at least as far as you can tell. Eventually, Mads and Joe, you end up on the docks themselves. I want to do this. I want to put Pyrie in the water because she's part of Joe. So Mads and Joe, you end up on the docks themselves. Where's my bit here? Hang on. You take a moment to kind of look around. This is the place you're supposed to stop and meet them at. And out of the shadows, it seems as if they were never there, but they were there the whole time. You see the familiar visage of Silvara, as they step out from the shadows. As soon as I find their picture. Silvara steps out, sees you, says simply, Mads, it's good to see you here. Come with me.
Silvara.
They turn on
Just
their
follow.
heel and walk. You two follow. Liara, you spot Mads and Joe being led by a cloaked individual through a couple of alleys and make your way along the rooftops towards the particular area. I need to do some rolls here, so. Oh. That's crazy. Okay. Eventually, you find yourself at another unmarked warehouse. There's just so many in this abandoned area. Silvara walks up towards the door and seems to stop for a moment. Pyrie, with your passive perception, it seems as if she's being communicated with, but you don't see how that might be. Maybe telepathically or through a message. You kind of figure that's the case with your passive perception. The warehouse door, she knocks 3 times and it opens up into a fairly dark interior. But it is, from where you're standing, lined with crimson carpets. Silvara looks at you and kind of looks up vaguely at the rooftops and says, Mads, your entire party is welcome to enter the warehouse. They may wait outside as well if they so choose.
I see. Thank you. Mentally, I'll just... They know you're here.
What?
My dude,
They know you're all here.
this
Oh my fucking
motherfucker,
God.
this motherfucker rolled a nat 20 and has a +5. So, like, they got you.
Wow.
They said you can either enter with me or stay outside. I'll let you decide on that.
Do you want backup inside or outside?
You should probably be inside then.
All right, I'll do a cool flip off the roof or some shit and join everybody.
Acrobatics.
Damn.
Nice. It's really, honestly, it's just to see if you hit a nat 1. That's all that's ever is. You succeed on pretty much everything with acrobatics. So you kind of do this cool thing where you stand up, you're behind like one of those chimneys, and you just kind of take a couple of quick steps, slide down a roof, catch the gutter, and do a front flip, landing in a superhero pose right next to Mads. Joe starts, he's like, oh shit. Silvara makes no motion of surprise, In fact, they are very deadpan right now. They merely turn around and walk inside.
Damn, I was hoping they were at least gonna be a little impressed or something, like intimidated. I don't know. I thought I was cool. Whatever.
You were so cool.
These people
He's just-
suck.
Yeah, he's just
mentally,
stoic.
mentally, I'll say to Mads, dude, you're right. These people suck. That was awesome.
Can you see why I left now?
Yeah.
There's a few other reasons, but it's part of it.
That was the biggest
Whatever.
one,
Let's
though.
be nice. We need their resources.
We can do this.
All right, Mads,
got
you're
this,
going
all you.
First. What's your marching order, guys?
I will go first.
Yeah, a V shape.
V-shape.
Like the Avenger.
Oh, yeah, like Mads is in front because this is Mads' thing to do, but
Mhm.
Joe and I are backing up, and Pyre's
got
still
it.
in the pocket as far as I'm aware. So I don't know.
Yeah, Pyre's in Hambone that's being carried like a football by Joe, basically.
Oh my God! Imagine you just hucked the pig. Attack
What if-
Pyre.
Oh
Do
no.
not eat the ham bone.
Oh.
that was,
Just got a
that
terrible
was so
idea.
intense.
Do not eat ham bone.
I see.
No throwing hambone, All right. Well, since this is going to get into some real fun stuff, we're going to end our session here.
Yippee!
I love the yippee.
Right as we're about to meet the twins.
Finally gonna meet the cock and like, look at that.
Finally, I've avoided it for the last 30 episodes.
33! Actually, I
Burned down
think
the entirety of Silver Song and then some.
you guys got to Silver Song in like 7 episodes, so really
Yeah.
it's like 20-ish? I don't know.
Which I find really funny that we could have mentioned and be like, could have mentioned that we started a riot before we left. But I didn't.
Yeah. Darius is not a happy boy with you guys.
You got so close to like, I don't know if diffusing's the right word, but at least getting through to him. Because what you said wasn't wrong. He just doesn't care.
That was
I was
basically
full on
it,
ready to just
yeah.
let him punch me in the face. I was like, go ahead. It's fine.
See, had he done anything, I would have taken his other arm, but
Damn! Whoa! What a statement. That would have been great. So,
I don't know. We're like busy with other things, but I feel like part of me would have had Liari like go after him so that he could like take it out on her or something for her own fucking guilt for the situation, but I feel like we have too many other things going on that it just it's like sides.
There's so much happening, guys.
We have a lot of moving pieces and a lot of timelines because once we're done with these, we also have to meet with Bennu, and then I still have to go to the Ivory Maw, and then we have to leave to go do Pyre stuff, and then come back in time for the fucking war we're about to wage on these people.
So
They're not people,
how
they're snakes.
how was the exposition of today's session, out of curiosity? Because there was a lot of lore dumping.
If you feel like it, I would love a Cliff Notes version because there's some
Yeah.
information in there that I want, but otherwise, I can go back and get it myself because I did like it a lot. And I kind of wish I was a little more like mentally present to take it all in, so I'll just rewatch it on my own time. I always do anyway, but
Yeah. I'll be making my own concise version. Because I literally write this stuff up. And I have all the information
Right.
that I'm using, and it comes out of my brain. But I gotta write up a little a little thingy. But yeah.
I would also like the Cliff Notes
Yes.
version, if possible.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Just
I'll
for
put it
like
into
remembering purposes.
I'll
Because
put it
like
into player
I
notes.
remember it now, but I will forget,
the
unfortunately.
Cliff Notes. Yeah, I'll probably write that up tomorrow or something.
Cliff notes because I am always just mentally fiery petting the pig.
This is just how I exist now.
It's just how I'm. That's just where I am mentally a good chunk of the time. So like,
And we love that.
you know,
Otherwise, good session.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Good session.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
We did so much today.
Hambone made friends.
I
Yeah.
learned how to
Yeah,
control my
Hambone had a big
powers.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Hambone had a
at
huge
least
day.
we got the confirmation because I feel like we've known for a while that your stuff was tied to your emotions. I feel like that wasn't very
Wasn't
like
Yeah, it was kind of known.
yeah, that wasn't the
I'll-
biggest secret, but now in game Mads knows.
I'll be very,
Yeah.
very particular because I was super particular with my words and I don't remember exactly the phrase I used. It's not just the emotions of Mads that affect what style
Mhm.
of power you get. There are other factors that you're not aware of yet.
I seem to be tied to something else.
Right.
Mm.
And and your girl's not calling you back no more. You're in the doghouse.
Yep.
You mad
Yep.
dogged a little too much and now you're done.